We have a Jacob. That's surprising. Hi, Jacob.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm here.
All right. We're missing Malachi and Alex. One, two, three, four. Fucking else. And Derek. Alright, well, I put it up on the internet, so you should be able to go there and find it.
Oh, we're missing one.
That sounded like an Alex clearing his throat. It was! Hi, Alex.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good. Read the.
You excited for RTX next week?
Yeah. Except it's gonna take forever to get here.
The
I know, I'm
longest week
excited.
ever, followed by the shortest week ever, if you will.
Yep.
So true.
Let's see. Oh, and we have a Malachi. Alright, everybody's here. Hooray!
Malik Sky.
That too. So, first, the announcement, obviously, just so everybody remembers. Next week we're off because of RTX. A couple of us will be traveling down there for the week. So we'll be off for that week, but I have to come back Sunday, which is a day earlier than usual, so that I can start my job on Monday. So I plan to have a session. I imagine that I'll be okay to do a session the following Tuesday. So we should only be off for 1 week. All right?
Woo!
Sounds good.
I don't like taking time off, but we got RTX, so I'm going to enjoy that instead. And besides, I won't even be able to because I'll be on a plane during the time that we should be playing.
Enjoy yourself. I'll be busy eating delicious Austin food.
Yeah, no, I got the plane late because I assumed I would be working during that time, and would want to catch the plane after work rather than take an
Yeah.
extra day off of work. And as it turns
Yeah,
out,
because you got the flight like way in advance, so you
Yeah.
couldn't really.
And then I had to change my flight back, and changing my flight back because I always buy coach class tickets because they're the cheapest. Those are non-refundable and non-changeable.
But you had to pay twice.
So I had to pay twice, and I decided I would only pay twice for one direction because apparently when you get them, 6 months out, the whole round trip is like $400. When you get them 2 weeks out, one way is $500.
Oh.
Oof.
Yeah. So that was fun. In any event, so last week, everybody had their long rest. At the end of the long rest, or toward the end of the long rest, rather, Yukikaze and Laramendus went out to do the teleportation circle that they planned to do. They exchanged the items. They got the ingredients for the rituals and spells that they wanted, including a whole butt ton of diamonds. And right as the teleportation circle was closing up, they were approached by a group of tabaxi who told them they were very interested in what was going on inside the vault, and would wait to hear stories of it until after the Lich was defeated, as they had been told by Yukikaze. After that, the group, folded up camp and went down to where Cyrus had created the wall of stone to cover up the spring trap. And then they spent some time checking multiple points along this purple wall. Each time the purple wall was penetrated, the creature that went through was transported to a different location, and communication was only possible because of telepathic link. The locations all seem to be desert-themed and have nicely built wooden houses in the cases that those were there. At one point, Gubrel reported seeing people. And food.
But the food wasn't real.
The food wasn't real. She tried to eat it.
The nerve of that food.
The nerve. After that, Laramendis and Cyrus went to investigate specifically through one of these and found themselves inside one of these Victorian-looking homes decorated with carpets, rugs, furniture, and apparel, and they said that it had been nighttime outside, though they didn't recognize the constellations they saw. They found they could pass through the wall of this house, and outside was a desert in the heat of day. So there is some kind of very powerful illusion going on. After that, they came back out, and we can pick up from there. I believe Wacko had asked to have a moment to do something at the beginning of this session. So if you would like, Wacko, you may take your time to do that. Can everyone hear me okay?
Yeah, I can, yeah.
I can hear you perfectly fine.
Okay.
I was
Is
about to say, it doesn't look like you're broadcasting to me, and then I was like, wait, I have you muted.
Good job.
let's poke at Guaco, because I don't hear him.
Oh, he's typing.
Oh.
Maybe his grandparents just sleeping. It's all-
Must be having some technical difficulties.
Okay, we'll give him a moment. That's fine. Now, while he gets that figured out, I just want to thank everybody for being here. Very close to on time. I think this is one of the closest we've started to 7:30. So, good job. Thank you. It makes it it makes ending at the right time easier when I'm not trying to, like, alright, well, we started, 15 minutes late, so I can tack on 15 minutes, and then we get stuck in a big, long thing after that.
I was the last one in, right? I got here at 7:30.
There we go, see? Like I said, I think we started around 7:31.
That's when I got here.
I wasn't late this time. It was a miracle.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not a
Yeah.
problem. Apparently my cable on my microphone has fallen out.
Okay, somebody is coming in extraordinarily quiet. Whoever was just talking. Who?
It's
That was probably
Guaco.
Guaco.
Oh. Alright, let me see if... Yeah, I can crank that up. Alright, let's try that one more time.
Yeah, it should be quiet.
Okay,
You're not us.
let me turn down Fred mode a little bit.
Yeah, well, now makes sense why none of you were answering me for things I said before we started.
Yeah, I've got you at max. I know that you have to be. You're still in a situation where you need to be quiet, right?
Yeah, well, I'm fairly close to the microphone, so I don't understand why.
Yeah, it's really odd. It's coming in very, very quietly. Is everybody at least able to hear Guaco?
I can easily hear Guaco. He's
I
on
can
the
hear him. He's on the quiet side, but I can still hear him.
Okay.
He's not crazy quiet.
Not quiet for me.
I don't know. For me, he's really quiet, but that's okay. I'll deal. But please and sorry. Go ahead and do the in character thing you had asked us to do.
Yeah, it's just very rare that a microphone comes to me as quiet, but yeah. It is right. Yeah. Oh, okay. So, two of you had entered the wall, yeah?
Yeah, me and Lermidus.
Okay, then I would immediately yell out. Wait, come back.
Why are you yelling? You should be thinking.
Okay, yeah, thinking then the telepathy thing. Don't laugh at me. I wasn't there last time. I forget this.
I know. I'm sorry. I just found it funny. I wasn't laughing at you. Just sorry.
So this is fine. We ended last time with Armandus and Cyrus coming back through the wall, so they are here again.
How long were we
They're,
in there?
they're again. Yeah.
A minute or two.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Are you able to see the map there, Guaco?
Yeah.
Okay. So they are these two by the wall. They're on your side again. You can see them.
Okay, yeah, so they come back out. Yeah, then I'm going to grab the hollow, like from I would have it on me actually, so from my pockets. I will take out how many hours are those? 1, 2, 3,
There are 7
4,
people.
5. So 6 total without me though.
Okay.
Yeah, so I take out 6 pieces of like charms, like this sort of bean wristbands things. What do you call them in English?
A wristband is fine. A ribbon, perhaps.
Bracelet?
A bracelet.
Bracelet was the word I was looking for.
Okay. What did you make it out of?
Well, beans, but like the colorful beans I got from the Dragonborn tribe.
Okay. And so you hand these out to the party?
Yes, I'll hand one out to each of you.
He takes the shiniest one.
Wait, where are we being handed?
You're being handed a
like-
bracelet made out of string and colorful beans. You recognize these Yukigaze as the kind of colorful beans that your tribe grows.
Yeah, so they wouldn't be a stranger to you, I guess.
So we've all received one?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. What is it?
They will protect you. Yeah, you just wear them.
Okay.
How they
Can I make an Arcana check?
us?
Yeah, I'd like to do the same.
How's it gonna protect us, Lilia?
That's 28.
I got significantly less than that. I think I got like a 7. Let me double check my stats here, because I forgot to pull up my sheet.
Oh, sorry, that was -7 actually.
You don't currently have Detect Magic activated. Yeah.
But I'd be looking for any kind of like are things that would be on something that is magically charmed in some way. Because most things would have some kind of indication, probably.
You find an absence of such things, and you're not aware of anybody who would have been selling anything like this. It looks like something she made, but without, like, identifying it,
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like anything that would have any magical property to it.
Yeah.
And I got a 9.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, as a response to the question I was asked. Yeah, they'll just protect you from evil things. Just trust me. Just wear them for a day. Should keep the spirit of Vecna, was it?
Vecna.
Yeah. It will keep her from mind controlling you, hopefully.
He puts his on him, Myers it.
Alright, you may all attach them to your wrist if you like. If you do not, please, find a way to let me know. Either put it in the group chat or DM me.
Julia.
Yeah, Fred Boat was kind of over
Well?
everything. But what in group chat?
If
Whether or not we're
you're-
putting the thing on.
Yeah,
Oh,
either
yeah, I-
let me know either through a DM or in group chat if you're not going to wear the thing or if you are.
Okay.
Armendus will put it on. Mostly thinking that it's just a little charm that was made by
Yeah, Jebble just put it on.
But people
Not really a lot of evidence to the other one, to the contrary.
Why not humor?
Alright, so everyone in the party has been given these pretty good luck charms that Leah says she made.
Alright. Well. Shall we venture further in?
Are we deciding to take this way?
At this point, I don't think the way particularly matters. It might, but we have no way to tell. So, we're here, might as well use this one.
So I
It
mean,
did
a
have the most
quick
Journey
wow.
forward.
a quick recap, just so that we're all here. You know that this red door here leads back out into the branching hallway from earlier, from which you had accessed. I can always scroll when I'm on the wrong screen. From which you had accessed the door behind the laser eye. You had accessed. This is not the room with the spring trap in it. The spring trap is around the corner, so you would have to go out this door, down the hallway a little, and then head this way. And the spring trap door is somewhere around over here. And because because Guaco wasn't here to know, they did venture. The hallway outside does proceed. Stop that. Does proceed this direction. And the other day, or last week when we met, there was a door, down the hallway over here that was stood ajar. And it was in there that Kubriel had reported seeing people when she passed through the barrier. Just so that everybody has all the information before making this vote.
The other thing of note is that this room was behind a rather intricately locked door behind a riddle.
Right.
And there's a very nice clock in it.
Yes, that's right. It's written here, but there is a very ornate clock ticking on the wall here. It appears to have a very quickly moving third hand, which is unusual for clocks you've seen before, though those have been few. Other than that, it is intricately created. You can't see the mechanism to it other than there is a swinging pendulum, and that the face of it is decorated with what appears to be a mountain with a gnomish type figure with a broad grin on his face standing atop the mountain, and smaller markings on it that may be people attempting to scale the mountain beneath him. The other thing of note about it was that the image of the mountain and the gnome were set apart from the background of sky, and with careful watching you would notice that the sun is tracking across the sky behind him.
Would I recognize the image of the gnome, or is it just kind of general, vague? Just a gnome.
I would say,
Yeah.
I would ask the question, like, in his, because this is a backstory kind of thing, for Jebble, how religious does he consider himself? I mean, you're aware, regardless, that the gnomes were supposedly created by a god by the name of Glittergold, but how devout is he to that?
I wouldn't say terribly religious, like not in practice. So it would probably just be whatever he happened to learn growing up, you know, whatever people just told him.
Can I make a religion check?
You may. Would you like to make a religion check?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, make a religion check.
Religion.
I got 25.
Alright, good job.
I got a 17.
Alright. I think that's fine. You're both able to determine that this is supposed to be an image of Glittergold, the patron god of gnomes. He is known as a trickster god, and encourages his people to keep life light and happy by making people laugh and keeping them on their toes.
Makes sense.
Okay.
So, I have given you the information.
Shall we see about moving through this illusion?
Have we set an
Onwards.
order of in order as we march through while tied to each other?
Marching order.
That's the word I was looking for. It's like order of operations. That's not it.
I
An
mean,
order of
we-
marching. A marching order,
One might say.
if you will.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could go first. We need someone with prestidigitation up front.
Tristan, I tried to tell you when you couldn't hear me that you're missing the source of our names and information from your OBS.
I'm missing the source
Yeah,
of...
he added that text box in there because it's not on my computer.
Oh, so we still need
I
to.
don't have the slideshow.
Yeah, no,
I-
this is just an unfortunate thing that I didn't realize until after it was too late to fix. the broadcast normally draws the information about the characters from a file on my computer, and then I packed up, I saved everything onto Google Drive except for that file, and then packed up my computer and then downloaded it on Sam's computer so that I could run it from here. So I had everything except for the file for the slideshow that talks about everybody's name and history and stuff, and I'm very sad about it. So I threw in just a the background already had a spot for that blocked off, so I couldn't put anything else there for the moment unless I recreate that. So for the time being, I just have that message up there saying that the file isn't available.
We should put up a green curtain there.
I mean, I could.
To the man behind the curtain.
Every now and then it opens and just shows my face.
Like when they when they lose footage in an Achievement Hunter video. It's like,
I just put up technical difficulties.
Yes. Alright, so, yeah, it's just technical difficulties. I wouldn't worry about it. So, yes, I've given you the information. I hope, if there's anything you're confused about, Guaco, just say I don't understand, and I will give you what you just ask for any information that's missing, because decisions are being made, and I don't want you trying to make decisions if you don't have the information to do so, so please ask for it. They want to go into the purple mist here, but there are at least 4 other locations that the group has witnessed where the purple mist is taking up a portion of a room.
I think Guaco left and came back, so might have missed some of that, and don't know if there's a problem with microphone.
I don't know either. Everything seems to be working from my end.
Okay.
I mean, I can hear you okay. I turned the music down and all that, so I can hear you fine now.
Yeah, Tristan was just, I think, you were telling Guaco all that stuff?
Yeah, so all of the information that I was just expounding was for Guaco's sake, since he hadn't been here, and the group is trying to make a decision about where to go. So my point was, the long and short of it is, the group, during the session that you missed, saw 4 different locations where the mist was taking up a portion of a room, and they're trying to decide which one they want to go through. And Cyrus right now is arguing to go through this one since it's right here.
Yeah.
And because it had
it's
a
an argument.
decent lock on the door.
You know, I'm up for that.
Onward!
Okay. Now, marching order seemed like,
Forward?
not direction, order.
I could
seems
be
like
up
Cyrus
front
is
since we need
first.
someone.
I will
Oh,
be in the
after
back, as I will be holding the box with the rope.
And I'll be up front so that we have somebody who can prestidigitate an object and, check the squares in front of them before they step there.
I suppose the other
At
option is
least
just to
for
poke
kids.
at every square in front of you with a stick. Which saves the time of casting the spell.
Well, I don't have a stick. So, Jebble, you're up front.
I left mine on the cart.
you
Never
have to
mind.
stick.
I'll be together with the back group, which I'm going to assume is going to be Larry Mendes, Vendar, and me in that order.
I am at the very rear.
Also, I'd like to point out, the prestidigitation idea was yours.
Yeah, but I hadn't thought of just poking the ground with a stick. Or a sword. A sword is like a stick, only pointier. I look at somebody with a sword.
You're incredibly useful, Sam.
I look at the bloody sword in Yukikaze's hand.
I do. I am curious. Yukikaze, is the sword in your hand, or is it sheathed once more?
It is sheathed, because I would have sheathed even though it would be dripping. I'd be trying to, like, try to keep it under control even while walking.
I vote Drippy goes in the back, because I don't want to be walking all of the blood he's spilling.
Well, you know, if I stick it in the bag, it's gonna get blood everywhere.
No. I didn't say in the bag. I said you go in the back.
Oh, back. Yeah. Okay. That makes no sense. Because actually, I can't put down this sword anyways. Alright, yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
I have my scimitar. And I just draw it. I'm just gonna like wave it in the air.
Well, if I also went in front, I'd leave a nice little line and so you also know that you're going in the right direction.
We wouldn't be able to see it. We'd only be able to step on it and be grossed out.
Why is all the
Knowing
shiny
the
things?
direction that we're
Be
going.
aligned for our way back.
This bleeder makes me happy and sad at the same time. And that's okay, me being at the back, because if anything happens, I can be the rear guard, so that works.
Alright, so that leaves, Vendar and Kubriel.
I'm gonna get on Kubriel.
Yeah, Vendar will be in the back. I guess behind, next to Yukikaze.
Alright, that's what I have. Is this okay?
Looks good to me.
Yeah, that's
Okay. Oh, I was doing it the right way the first time. So you march through.
Good thing the front two is so small, so that it's easy for Kubriel to jump above them.
We're all tied together. Or do people not
Yeah, that
like
is going to be a hell of a tangle.
People can argue against that if they would like.
Alright, here we go.
Like people on tigers who want to run forward if they want.
Alright, so
I'm gonna get dragged by a tiger, aren't I?
maybe. So very quickly, when you enter this area, mark the whole square, but whatever. The dark blue there are windows and walls. As you enter through this purple swirling wall, every one of you feels this sickening lurching of your stomach as though you're suddenly, falling for a moment, and everything goes black until you step out through the other side, and suddenly your foot hits solid ground, and your head is still spinning momentarily. You feel as though you've been transported somewhere by magic, and you find that as your foot strikes the ground, you hear the hollow thunk of wooden planks, and you look around and you find that you are in a wooden floored room like the inside of a nice house. The walls are white plaster with exposed brown solid wood for supports, and there are wobbly glass windows, and as you look out those, you see that it appears that you're outside. You can see the stars in the night sky, and if you approach any window, you find that you are looking out over what appears to be a town, and then out beyond that, a desert.
That's very weird.
One thing I'd like to ask, or say, if I recall, the plan was last time to make sure we were traveling along a wall so that we could know where the edge of the room that we were actually in was.
Wasn't said to me this time.
Well, it's being said to you now.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
Unless someone's objecting, have us move over a couple feet to the right until we can feel the wall.
I mean, you can move there, or you can push Jebble there. He's next to you.
Well, I'm not sure how much leeway we have with the rope.
How much do people want? We have an infinite amount.
That's
that
a
is a
fair
good
amount of
question that should be determined now. How much leeway is there on the rope, Cyrus? What do you think is a good amount of distance you want to be able to walk away from the person you're tied to? 5 feet, 10 feet, 15 feet, 100 feet.
I'm thinking like 15, maybe 20.
Does anybody else want to weigh in, so decide between 15 and 20?
I'm fine with 15. Is it like a rubber band though? So if you walk further than that, you will eventually just fly back together.
No, if you walk further than that, you pull the other person with you, or you can't walk further than that. It's a rope. So 15 it is.
Sounds good. So I'm gonna start moving over towards the wall and mention as to why. I'm gonna keep a hand on it.
Alright, so you're gonna move around Jebble here, move over to the window wall, and you feel a solid wall when you get there.
And it does feel like stone, correct?
Yep.
Alright. I intend to move forward from there after giving it a minute or two, well, not an actual minute, but like a moment or two, see if anyone else is gonna move over to the wall as well.
I'll move over to the wall. I'll also ask Kyoko to fly into the desert in front of us, and as soon as she's there, try and communicate with me.
Okay, so Kyoko moves up to the wall and she hesitates at it. She hops around on the ground a little and then moves forward into it, slowly, apprehensively. What did you want her to report?
I wanted her to communicate back to me. Just anything.
Hello.
Do I hear her response?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
She was not included in the general telepathy, right?
Right.
But Kubriel was.
Kubriel was. I wanted that confirmation.
Mm-hmm.
Since I have not yet cast Detect Magic.
Okay. So,
Like,
those two move over the wall.
Yet, did you just say so we can hear what Kubriel is saying now because of the telepathy thing?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Would that work? Would that work with Syntaramel too?
I did not cast it on Syntharamal.
Oh, right. So you had to manually cast it. I got it.
It had a limited number of targets it could be placed on.
As to whether it could, I don't know. That would probably require experimentation.
I was going to say that would require experimentation, but seeing as you already did.
We should experiment that later if we survive this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least we get confirmation that he doesn't count as me then. Because I'm wearing the armor.
Physically linking each creature to all others for the duration.
Squirrel?
But is he a creature?
Technically, physically linking to the armor might be enough. Yeah, experimentation.
Mm-hmm. In any event, so, is anybody else moving over toward the wall, or are you guys going to move up in this pattern now?
I'm gonna just stay at the back of the majority of the group and keep an eye on everything. If I can see people.
Okay.
So
I will tell about to Kyoko that she can come back now.
Okay.
Get out of the hot.
She does, after a moment, come back and land on the ground next to you. She'll probably just land on you.
Probably.
Her talons grip your shoulder.
I PM'd you though, Tristan.
I see it. I am reading it. There you go. Alright, so nobody else has declared that they want to go over to the wall. So, the way I understand it, there's a rope connecting Cyrus to Jebble, Jebble to Raiken, Raiken to Leah, Leah to Yukikaze, Yukikaze to Vendar, and then Vendar to Laramendis, with 20 feet of leeway in between. 15 feet. So actually, as you move to the wall, you do end up dragging Vendar with you. Oh, sorry. That's not right. Vendar should be there. Yukikaze.
He's not dragging me.
Well, when I said I was going to the wall as well, because
I mean, he's going to be pulling against you, trying to get to the wall.
Did you come with me, like a step?
Well, I'm gonna have to because.
Well, no, you could stay still, and I could be like, "What?"
And just to make sure that I am representing things correctly, 15 feet of rope would mean you can have 10 feet of squares between you, meaning 2 squares apart maximum. Or do you want 3 squares apart?
This is my understanding as well, like the 2 squares max.
Mm-hmm. I just want to make sure that is what you want.
That was my intention. Whether or not that's what I want, we will see.
So we're not capable of looking back through the whale.
When you look back, you mean where you came from?
Yeah.
So when you look back, where you came from looks like a wall. Again, plaster with exposed hardwood for supports. There is a door in it, and the people walking in the right column look like they might have passed through the door. Anybody else in the left column must have gone through wall.
Huh. And you mentioned, and I see that there's a big clock on the wall, on the...
No,
when we
the big
came
clock
from.
was out here, outside of the purple area.
Yeah.
So you can no longer see it.
As said in the room we came from.
Oh. In the room you came from, this room here was, again, decorated similarly to a lot of the other rooms in the temple, where these are, like, armors, like gnome-sized armors, and then there were, tapestries on the wall, again.
Right, yeah, but I was gonna lead over to something. I realized that you don't hear me as well as I hope.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's very weird. It sounds almost like it's on your side because
I mean, part of it's me, just because I'm trying to type stuff up and my brain isn't always there when somebody starts talking.
But
For that, I apologize.
but I was going to ask, is there any clocks in the room we entered?
Yes. There seems to be... sorry. Yes. Right here between these two windows, there seems to be a tall contraption. You've seen this in other places. It appears to have vials of water that fill and change their height as the weight changes that make the clock work. You know this is a water clock, and they're used in other places around the world.
Okay, am I capable of telling the time from that?
Has Leah, like, in her life paid attention to clocks? Is it something that interested her at all, reading them?
There would have been some sort of clock in the orphanage, I assume.
Yeah, I mean, I've established there are some people in the world who don't know how to read clocks. I just wanted to know if this is something Leah would have been interested in learning, which is a completely up to you character choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, then yes. It appears to indicate about 25 minutes past 10.
And does that match the clock in the other room we just passed?
No. The one outside, out here, where it says big clock, indicated that it was right about 8 o'clock. You're also aware that it was daytime when you entered because Ash is able to give you time of day. And it now appears to be nighttime.
And Ash also confirmed that the time on the clock in the not room that we're in
Right.
was correct.
The real clock.
That clock was correct.
Right. He indicated Ash, Lara Mendes had asked, and Ash had indicated that the clock out here was correct.
Lara Mendes.
Yes. Yes.
It's the time doesn't seem to be the same here.
The
I point at the clock, the water clock.
the time of day also there are stars out. Actually, can anyone recognize where we might be?
I have no clue. Did it take that long to walk through? Or are we somewhere else entirely?
It's an illusion.
Come over to the wall and touch it, please. I think you will find it interesting.
The wall.
You know that, so these blue markings that I put on are not actually taking up space the way it shows. I was trying to indicate where windows were. I could probably put them out here. But there does appear to be this clock taking up this space. But you will notice that Cyrus and Lara Mendes have stepped over to the wall of the house and have their hand against the clay.
Oh,
Plaster.
okay, then I'm going to do as you suggest.
Okay, so you can move to here. And as you do so, it pulls Vendar. Are you going to allow her to pull you closer, Vendar?
Walk right there.
Okay. You're going to place your hand against the glass window. And you notice as you do so that it doesn't feel like glass. Your hand actually passes through where there should be like the wooden sill of the window, and you can feel a stone wall beyond it.
Oh. So this whole place is an illusion.
The magic on it gives one the feeling that one has been transported. When I sent Kyoko through the wall there, I gesture at the wall that she had gone through. We would be in an area that is open desert during the middle of the day. However, she was close enough to us that we could communicate telepathically, even though she was not included in a telepathic bond, which means we are within 100 feet.
Is it blocked by any amount of, like, material, or just 100 feet?
A voice in the sky. I think it's
That one
100
just says
feet,
100
it's not
feet and on the same plane of existence.
Yeah. Just distance.
Alright.
Rory's telepathic bond is as long as you're on the same plane.
I tried to touch the clock.
Wait, if you're on the same point.
Okay, you reach out to touch the clock, and before your hand even, or rather, your hand passes through part of it, and as you continue reaching, you feel something metal within.
Then I feel something metal. I try to feel how the shape is.
Okay. You spend a few moments running your hands around inside the illusion, and what you feel like a curved metal plate. It feels like as you continue to touch it and wrap your hands around it, that it might be hollow.
Then I try to like knock on it.
Yeah, you hear you hear a soft ringing sound, but it sounds very distant and quiet, not like it should.
Piece of armor, maybe?
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or with the telepathic bond.
Yeah, that's more accurate.
Did you find something?
There seems to be something hiding in the illusion of the clock. Something metally and hollow.
Huh.
I had myself muted. Can I go over?
Let's see here. Where are you trying to get to? You have
Towards where Leah is investigating the thing.
Alright, let's see. We'll do it from... We'll maintain the way we usually do things and treat Raiken as though he's that entire square. So you can move to here. Well, you should move to here first. As you approach again, you can hear your boots knocking against wooden planks as you walk across this wooden floor. And you are walking up to what looks like a mechanical device that's full of water. It's telling time. You can recognize the hands on the face like in the other room, only it's only got 2 of them rather than 3. And you don't see any of the telltale, like, brass clockwork to it, for lack of a better word, any of the gears and stuff. What you instead see is a system of tubes and bulbs that seem to be slowly transferring water between them and causing the thing to rock like a seesaw.
Hmm. And I see Leah.
And you see that
has her
she's
hands
got her
inside it.
hands like inside the device.
I'm just gonna like touch it like with my fingertips and just see what it's like.
Okay. So you raise your 2 hands forward and slowly move your fingertips toward it. You find that your fingertips pass through the image of the clock, and then just a little ways past that, you feel like a broad metal plate that's sort of curved away from you.
What happens if I stick my head in?
You may attempt to do so.
Yes.
Okay. As you stick your head in, you find that you are once again overwhelmed by the sickening sense of disorientation and loss of balance, and your vision remains blacked out. I'm actually going to ask you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Remember, +3.
Yeah, so you get a
Okay.
+3 because you're close enough to Raiken.
That's a 1 on the dice.
So
that's a
a
6.
That's a 6. Okay, so you actually feel very, very disoriented and ill and fall forward on your face. You find that you are landing on top of something that feels like it's shaped like a person. And around you, but still distant, there is the ringing of metal as whatever it is topples over. But you find that even as you fall, as you enter this square, your vision does not clear. Everything is still black, and you continue to feel disoriented and lost. But you are aware that you are lying on the ground. Leah, you actually see the illusion of the water clock fall over and shatter as he does this.
No, my immediate reaction will be to pull my hand back, and then I'm going to try and help him up.
Okay.
You basically like see his feet sticking out of where the water clock was. The rest of him just seems to be gone. Breaking the Matrix over here, Sam.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try to like push the clock over. Though I know the clock is an illusion, so I'm doing this kind of like warily.
Yeah, no, I mean like the clock already fell over and broke. It's like leaking water all over the floor.
Yeah, but I'm like try to push it over him, like
Okay.
away from him.
Okay. Yeah. You I'll allow that. You find that your hands pass through it, but the harder you try to convince yourself that it's there, the more you find that it feels almost solid, and you find that you can begin to move it.
Yes, I will try to
It does
move
take
it
some
away from
doing,
him.
but eventually you reveal the rest of Jebble. He's laying on the ground looking very dizzy.
Why did you do that?
I was curious.
The dizziness does pass as your vision comes back and you're no longer stuck in this black nothingness. Although you find that around you, you're back in the illusion where there's the wooden floor and now there's the broken water clock leaking water out next to you.
How does the water feel?
With you currently focusing on it, it feels wet and cool.
What if I
I
try
would
to
like
say to myself that it's not real? Intensely think that this isn't real.
Then it seems to fade off of your fingers and just pools on the floor where you can see it. There
This
does
place
seem
is
to be a level of
very
disbelief at work here.
Did you learn anything when you put your head in the clock, Jebble?
I learned I should not have done that. That was immensely unpleasant.
How so?
What did he see?
Nothing. Like literally, I think I went blind. And it felt like when we crossed the thing. Just oh, yeah, I'm not doing that again.
See, Larry Mendez like reaches behind him to like grab a book and then pauses for a moment and looks very sad. And then puts
Something
his hands
wrong?
in front of him.
Is something wrong?
I learned something as well. This all seems to be very, like, I don't know how to say it. It's like, if I believe hard enough that this clock isn't real, it stops feeling real. Does that make sense?
Yes, because
Yes.
it's not real.
illusions function similarly to that.
But if I think that it is real, it starts feeling solid.
It is a very powerful illusion. Did I Arcana about that, or should I Arcana now? I don't think I Arcana last time.
About what?
That functionality of illusions. I don't know about illusions, but
You can do it now.
I don't remember what I had rolled Arcana.
Yeah, I
last
don't.
time.
I think I don't remember.
I got 12. Because I got 3 on die.
As far as you recall from your teachings, the harder you believe an illusion, the more gravitas it has, the more effect it can have on you. The more you disbelieve an illusion, the less it's capable of affecting you.
Yeah.
Seems reasonable. Okay. So, you're all in this room. You've got rope stretched all over the place, connecting you. I imagine Lair said that he was the one carrying the rope winder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cyrus had asked me a question, though.
You did.
I don't remember.
I had just asked someone was wrong when you said you looked sad from not having your book, because I don't know that you don't have your book.
That is true.
He doesn't know that.
It would have been interesting to record our experiences as they were happening here, but I left my book with Nalia, should anything happen to me.
I mean, I'm sure I've got some spare paper here, paper or parchment here somewhere.
It's not the same.
Fine then. A little snooty about it.
But thank you for the sentiment.
Am I by one of the windows?
You're in between 2 windows at the moment. You may
Can
stand
I
up.
just... Yeah, can I stand up and just head up to one of them and just look out?
Yes. You can move over here. As you do, you find that your feet are a bit tripped up on the shattered bits of water clock. You feel solid objects rolling under you. They seem a bit cylindrical in nature. It seems to almost match up with the water clock. You may look out the window. Looking out the window, you can see that this building, wherever it is, appears to be on a bit of a... you can see, like, paving stone outside, not unlike the sandstone ones from Tuca. And you can see the lights of other buildings around. But unlike Tuca, the buildings themselves don't appear to be made of sandstone. They all appear to be made of plaster and wood, like this one. Or rather, just wood, as you can just see their siding from outside. It is night, it is dark, you can see the moon above, and you can see many stars in the sky. In every way, this illusion acts like reality. If you move back and forth, it changes your perspective as you look through the window. Things move in and out of your field of vision.
Tristan, what is that blue line? Is that
The
another
blue
wall?
line that you can see represents the far wall of this room, and the green markings next to it represent bookshelves, and the 3 long one is a bed with an end table.
There's no other doors but the one we came from.
Right.
But you did see Kyoko go through the wall.
You
The
did
far
see
wall.
Kyoko go through the wall.
Yeah, the far wall.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of
Hesitation.
yeah, but she did it because she had to.
So yeah, owl went through there. Does that mean that that wall is fake?
Correct. There's illusionary desert on the other side. I would like to try and have us move through this room as quickly as possible. I don't want to be under the effects of any kind of magic longer than I have to be.
Yeah, I'd like to keep moving.
Agreed.
All right. Is anybody
wonder
opposed to continuing moving?
As we're traveling, Jebble is going to. I wonder if these are these real places? Is this recreating a real house?
Possibly.
Maybe Garland before it was destroyed.
It's possible, but I doubt it if it's made by the Lich. That would be kind of, in a way, giving up a secret. Letting people actually see what this place looked like, something that's no longer possible.
There is a desert in the distance.
There does seem to be desert beyond the houses that are visible.
And there was not a desert here before the event.
As
But
far
wha-
as the information that you gathered, and as far as Ash's recovered memories tell you.
But what if the Lich is from Garland before it was destroyed? Then it's homesick.
Hmm. That's an idea.
I'm skeptical of the desert in the distance. None of the stories seem to. Oh my god. None of the stories seem to say that there was one here before suddenly there was. Can I grab a book off the bookshelf as we're going by?
How much do you believe that bookshelf is real?
It's a bookshelf.
Roll.
You want me to roll my book?
Real.
Roll belief
Yeah.
on the bookshelf.
That's a 12 on die.
That's a 12 on die.
What am I rolling?
I guess you would be rolling against it. It's a pretty poor roll. So I guess you believe that bookshelf is real.
Okay.
You can't pass through the wall right there.
Okay.
Sure,
I
there.
can't pass with the bookshelf, but I'm grabbing the book.
Okay. You do, as you approach the bookshelf here, you're gonna have to move around it. You can reach in and you find that there are spines of books there. They each have a title on them. They are written in common.
Okay.
Notably, Beauty's End of the Politer is on the shelf.
I will not grab that one, as I am familiar with the source material.
A number of these books do appear to be, fictitious romance novels. On one shelf. On the shelf above, there is one that catches your eye
Okay.
as maybe being important. It does say it's
How to kill liches.
Give stitches to liches.
No. It was, I'm trying to think of the right way to phrase what I have, like, the title in my mind, I just don't have it phrased the way I want it. We'll say that it is the, benefits of ruling in the wake of the Second Queen.
Okay.
It appears to be, you find that you can pull the book from the shelf and you can read the title page, which explains
It says reminiscent of Nostradamus at his best.
the title page explains, the beneficial aspects of the rule of the Second Queen over the Desert Oasis, and what this means moving forward. The book appears old. It's probably a first or second edition.
So this cottage is somewhere in the Empire before Queens, many, many years ago, possibly. Does the book appear old, or does it appear original?
The book appears old.
Okay. Interesting. Probably get pulled through the... Did all of you stop? Or did all of you go through the door and are now pulling me through the wall that I don't believe... That I believe in wholeheartedly?
You have chosen to believe in the wall as well.
Oh, well, I thought it was funnier.
Yeah,
if,
no,
like,
it's fine.
If I was... more of like an all or nothing kind of thing. Just for the sake of the rule of funny.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're willing to let me not believe in the wall, but
No.
believe in the bookshelf, then
Literally,
I'm
you're
perfectly happy to accept that.
the rope tugs you, and you feel yourself kind of like jerk toward the wall, and you find that the rope just disappears into this solid wall, which you can place your hand against, and you feel plaster.
Well, this is unfortunate. I go to read the book. I knock on the wall and ask telepathically if people can hear it.
You guys cannot hear him knocking.
Okay.
Hear what?
I'm knocking on the wall.
Yeah, I don't hear
There's
it.
no wall. Get through here.
There is no wall.
I interacted a little bit too heavily with... There's a book, which...
There's no book. Don't let it fool you.
as all of these words and sound arguments become coming over the telepath, you find the book like fading through your hand.
Ash, are you familiar with this treatise?
One thing real quick.
I am.
When Raymond says the word, mentions the book, you just see Cyrus facepalm.
Yukikaze, you're the one directly connected to Laramendus. What are you going to do about this rope that has suddenly stopped moving behind you?
Laramendus, what are you doing?
I was trying to read, but the words are shifting oddly. This is uncomfortable. Oh dear.
It's probably part of the trap. Probably trying to keep your interest enough and keep you distracted.
No, the shifting only happened when you started talking about how they don't exist.
When the book falls to the ground at your feet.
I tentatively reach out towards the wall.
Your hand passes through it.
Oh, this is going to be unpleasant. I take a step.
Well, if
I
you
rolled
believe
an
it is
8
the
on
book
die,
with the
whatever
answers
for
of the
confidence
universe, will it be the...
I get a 10.
Yeah, 10.
Yeah.
You step through the wall. You feel just a little bit of uneasiness as you appear outside, and then you're immediately hit with the heat of the desert, and now that we're all up here. I can tell you that this area out here, as you look back, your rope was simply disappearing into nothing. You find that as you pass through the wall of the cottage, you are suddenly out on a dune in the desert in the full light of day. And first thing you notice is that it feels hot. Like you physically feel heat. You can feel the sand shifting beneath your feet.
Is this another illusion?
Yes, because if you stick your hand out this way, you can still feel the wall.
You can see that,
I'm going to try to imagine the sand be snow and the hot be cold.
I was going to say similar. I was just to say, I believe it's cold.
it feels hotter now.
It feels even hotter now.
And you get
Well,
a
it
sense
didn't
of
work.
spite from the weather? It's very weird.
And now, ahead of you, you can see a little ways away that your dune dips down, and at the bottom there is a pool of water, and next to the pool of water, I'll illustrate the pool of water here. Next to the pool of water here, it appears to be a rocky protrusion from the ground, like a cave, almost, next to the water. Everything
A cave in the
around,
sand?
and you feel like you can see for leagues, appears to be rolling sand dunes with open blue sky with nary a cloud visible, just the sweltering sun beating down on you. You can feel your skin tighten under its rays.
Alright. I'm going to attempt to follow the plan and, test the squares in front of me as I try and follow the wall.
Okay. Again, you seem to be descending a dune down toward this water. As near as you can tell, everything is exactly that. Your object that you keep dropping seems to land on the sand and leave a little crater in it.
Alright, so this one's a bit more effective.
I don't like this place. It's hot.
That's why we're leaving.
Strangely, you
imagine
still... Sorry, go ahead.
I tried to imagine it cold, but it didn't work.
Yeah, me too. It seems a little spiteful. Just, now it's like hotter. It's not cool. Get it? Not
Yeah.
cool.
It gets more. Now it's oppressive. just for, like, you said that, and then just like, oh!
Yeah.
Punched you in the gut.
Like, almost like the sun's rays narrow down, so they're shining just on you.
They focus.
Okay,
If-
fine. No puns.
God
Yeah,
got
if-
himself
if
a
it-
magnifying glass and
No,
pointed
no,
at
wait,
you.
wait, wait. I'd like to say, that was telepathy. Does it actually affect that? Because that means you can hear me, and that's terrifying.
If you look
It
if you
knows.
look back to me after you said that pun, you will look right into like a death glare.
Oh yeah, I was looking at you. I was, having a conversation. It's only polite to look at the person.
A telepathic conversation. It
Yeah,
doesn't really feel the same.
That's why everyone's always staring at each other when they're speaking telepathy. That's how that works.
It's almost like you guys are louder when thinking than when talking.
Who was that?
Okay, quick question. That wasn't the DM, right?
No. That you heard that.
Okay, I had to double check. Well, hi.
The tiger just seems to like look around and blink at each one of you.
What's that, Kubriel?
It's hot. Can we move on? Also, I want pets.
It's
That
definitely
kid's
Kubriel.
literally on top of her.
Okay.
He just pets her.
I did, when that first was
better.
said, I didn't think that was Gabriel and had a minor panic attack that the lich was in our heads.
No, I won't be in your head till later.
Wait, spoilers.
Paffo. So, you continue moving forward. You find that you can still follow the cold stone of the wall as you reach your hand into the nothingness next to you, Cyrus.
Alright.
Kubriel is going to stop at the water and say, I am thirsty.
There's no water there, Kubriel.
I can see the water. Don't gaslight me.
Yeah, remember when you saw food and it wasn't real? This is the same thing.
That food sucked. She bends down and begins lapping at the water. This water
No,
does
stop
not.
drinking the water.
No, I like it.
Oh, I'll give you some of my own water.
Where do you have water?
It's not
Like-
water. It's sand.
Carry a water skin. I have water.
So, she just sort of like, she sits back on her haunches and is like trying to turn to see you on her back, which she cannot really do. You just see her large head turn to the left. What do the rest of you do about this, like, cave that is next to the water?
Well, I see if I can still convince myself that it's fake, since this place seems to have a bit more solidness to it, I guess. Since we can kind of feel the heat in the sand still.
Okay. So you're going to try and pass just through, continue following the wall and walk through the rock?
I'm not gonna try and walk through the rock. I'm gonna try and push my hand through it.
Okay, you find that you cannot.
I cannot. That's unsettling. Why don't I try pushing really hard and just really try to think that there's nothing there?
The rock seems to feel a bit softer and squishy, which is just really disconcerting.
Oh, I'm gonna let go of that now.
Okay, it becomes hard again.
Is there a handprint on it?
So,
Just-
that got disturbingly squishy.
Squishy rock. Let me feel.
Let me feel.
Let me feel.
So Leah tries to move up there and then gets caught by the rope that's connecting her to Vendar. Get.
I'm going to start yanking it to indicate Vendor to follow.
Okay, Vendor will follow.
Okay.
Much far for more formation.
Your formation is ridiculous, and I'm trying to, like, in my mind, follow where the rope is, and it's getting hilarious because someone's gonna get tied up. Alright, so yeah,
I'm pointing only on one end.
you go and you put your hand against the rock, and it's very hot.
Ow.
It feels like a normal rock.
That wasn't squishy at all,
Sunbaked.
it was just warm. You liar.
I'm not lying. That's what it felt to me when I tried to convince myself that it wasn't there.
Are you going to attempt the same?
Yeah.
Okay. As you think very hard at yourself that the rock isn't real, there is no rock. You do find that the rock seems to cool somewhat, and then it sort of takes on a gelatinous property, and your hand starts to sink into it. But it seems ever present. Like, it's not like the water clock where you could just pass into it.
Can we move it?
Is there a reason to? I mean, this rock outcropping here is just the edge of what looks to be a cave.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, why are we caring about what's out?
Oh.
What's basically forming around it? Why don't
Yeah.
we just?
I mean, it's hard
Oh,
to
yeah,
show it
look
in this
at the
2D, but
itself.
like this area, like these two purple blocks right here are basically like the floor, and the cave is an archway, and so you could go in between these two, and you'd be under the arch of the rock. That's what it looks like. Is it
Go into
raining
the
outside?
I believe it is.
Nice.
Anyways.
I like rain.
Oh, but I don't need to leave to, like, go and grab the parking pass or anything.
I had a dream last night that it was snowing here.
And then you woke up.
Yeah.
It was.
So the rock does get squishy the more you try to convince yourself that it's not there, but it never lets you through, Leah. What now?
I pull my hand back. So, what's inside it then? Is there nothing inside it?
I do not know, and for now, I think I will just continue to try and find a way out of here.
I recommend not putting your face in there.
I'm
Wasn't planning on it.
I'm going to try to look inside the cave.
Okay. so you move around the rock slightly, moving up to here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's fine. And we find that when you peer around this rock, there is a battered door made out of about like 4 wooden slats that are just worn away at the top and bottom, like barely hanging on with one hinge. That is completely cutting off like the entrance to what might be this cave, but oddly there's like a shiny new brass handle on it.
Vendor, door.
Sir, we'll go check the door.
You'll need to get Raiken to move.
Attached to Raiken.
Yeah.
Moves.
You're attached to Raiken.
Well, he's attached to you and you're attached to me.
Wait.
That's a good
Luma.
point. Laramendus. And no, Laramendus can still stay there.
Because I would then be attached to Yukikaze,
Yeah,
right?
you would then be attached to Yukikaze, so he would have had to keep moving up to accommodate you. There we go. This is how it'll
Wait,
work.
I thought it
This
was
goddamn
attached
rope.
I really want the rope to not actually. I want it to not matter. I don't want it to like really hinder anything. I also don't want it to be useful in any way. Like out of character.
Yeah.
I think that would just be fucking hilarious.
The rope didn't matter. I mean, you know, something like that could be beneficial, which means it can also be anti-beneficial.
Yeah, I want it to be neither.
Well, there's an easy way to ensure that. Don't use it.
Where's the fun in that?
So it's going to be both.
Okay, so to check the door, when you pass me, make sure you don't walk over or under the rope attaching me to Yukikaze. Go on my
Don't walk
left
over or
side.
under it.
Go on the left side.
So you're gonna splash through the water to try and do it?
I do not want to become a nut.
I wish I had like enough painted minis and some string.
Right?
So we could actually be
That would
doing
be
this
so
around
great.
so
That
we
would
could
be
figure out how
so
everyone's tied
great.
together.
I would love
And
that.
like tie up.
That's why I need like an actual gaming table and minis at some point.
That's why I need to like acquire some paint
So
minis. that I
you would
have.
just tie some string to some action figures and then move them around.
Yeah, exactly. In any event, so Vendor, you're able to splash out into the water to here. You can see the door, but again, until Raiken and Kubrail move up, you can't move any further.
Water.
Your boots are wet.
There is no water when there.
Kubriel, can you please stay along the water and move up?
She splashes into the water.
Like straight in, or did it heed my wishes at all?
She just stay along the water. And move up, and she just moves straight forward into the water. She's still licking at the water.
We go diagonal to the right one more.
She's now completely in the water, all 4 feet.
That's fine.
Vendor can move up now. This rope is all over the goddamn place. Okay, you move there. Okay, that's all still fine. Who the fuck are you attached to? You're attached to there. To there. Wait.
Whoops.
Yeah, everything's still okay here.
I might have had to cross the rope to get to the point I am right now.
It's just a complete tangled mess. She's just like, All right, Vendar, you're gonna check this thing for traps, I assume.
Yes, I'll check it for traps.
Okay, roll it.
Hey, that's a 25 as my passive.
All right. This is a creaky, old, rickety piece of shit door that's only got like 4 half boards left comprising it. And, like, if it weren't for this brand new latch holding it to the rock, it would just be swinging open and clattering in the wind. Nothing else appears to be attached to it.
Okay, I will attempt to open the latch.
Okay. You open the latch. And the door opens toward you. It swings open, and beyond you see a winding, throat-like tunnel of a cave.
Okay. The door's open, let's...
I'd kill for some true sight right about now.
Should have thought of that sooner.
It doesn't matter when we would have thought of it. It's just not something we can do right now.
Well, then there's no reason to worry about it.
Don't worry about a thing.
I was gonna go with be happy.
Don't
Don't worry. Be happy now.
Be happy.
Yeah, I mean, the difference between Bob Marley and Bobby McFerrin.
Alright, so, as I recall, the way the rope is attached, it's Cyrus to Jebble to Raiken. No. Cyrus to Jebble.
Yeah, Jebble to Raiken.
Jebble to Raiken.
Raiken to
Raiken to Vendar.
Vendar
Vendar
to
and Leah.
Leah to Yukikaze.
Yukikaze and Yukikaze to you. Yeah. So, if you want this, the person who's supposed to be at the front in the front, Cyrus and Jebble, have to move up first.
And they might want to go under the rope.
I will.
We will say, for simplicity, that as long as you remember that there's supposed to be a rope there, your character can find a way to do it without tangling himself.
Cool. I'd like to move to the front and
Every
try
time
to
you
avoid
cross the rope,
nuts.
you need to make an int check.
Yeah.
Roll for tanglement.
Okay. There's just like this mess of rope all around you guys. Again, you go there, the door is open, Vendar is standing next to it. It appears to be blocking the entrance to a cave, or it was until he opened it, and now you can see this dark, winding stone tunnel weaving down into the earth.
Is there any light?
There doesn't seem to be like any torch or anything inside. The light is coming from out here now, shining down into the tunnel.
And I have dark vision.
Okay. As far as you can see, it's just winding stone.
How is the smoke from my cloak interacting with the sky?
It just seems to be disappearing as it rises up.
Okay. I want to know if there's gonna be like a really uncanny valley of like it hits the ceiling and then like expands a bit. And it's like that's. Ugh.
Wait, your?
I am in the. Oh yes, surprise! I am wearing the cloak.
You wearing Vendar's cloak?
I forgot to. Yes, he's wearing the smoke cloak, the cloak of smoke.
Leah would have known that, but we just forgot to remind her to tell Baka.
And Cyrus is still wearing the boots, which means that in order to move with the group now that he's tied to them, he's literally running in circles every time he moves up.
As I recall, I was allowed to like march in place when not in combat.
When not in combat, sure. But yeah, you look
So, yeah, you're
fidgety.
running in circles.
He looks
Surprise.
really
Going
fidgety. Like he's just never stops moving. He's just like kind of marching, kind of spinning in place, kind of like, let's go, let's go.
Yeah, because I want to get through this so I can take these things off.
Yeah.
I want them for now because they're useful, but long term, I want these things off of my feet.
So this, what's it called? Did you say it steps down or the path down into?
Yeah, it looks like it winds down into the earth. Like it goes past. There's some kind of stone structure here that is, within the sand, and it winds down. It's got a tunnel that winds into it.
I'm gonna have some dancing lights kind of in front of us, leading the way so that I can see to some degree.
Okay.
Since I don't have dark vision.
Where are you casting the dancing lights?
Just down the tunnel in front of me.
Okay. They seem to illuminate the stone ahead of you.
You say illuminate or eliminate?
Illuminate.
Okay. That's what I thought you said, but it's not what I heard, so I had to double check.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Produce Flame.
Okay. Where
And
is
then
the
just-
flame?
It's in my hand.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to throw it straight into the cave. See what happens.
That's how my sword works in Firewalker. Where was it?
I'm just going to throw it into the cave.
Okay. How far?
Make an attack roll.
How far into the cave?
Well, I can hurl it up to 30 feet, so I'm just going to hurl it straight ahead of me.
Okay, 30 feet.
This is like the only thing I have that I could throw.
And when you throw it, what is the attack? Is it an attack roll or is it a saving throw? Okay, so roll an attack to get it to land, on the right square out there.
He is 14.
14. Okay, please roll 1d8.
I will
That's
time
actually-
when we're in this room and everyone's doing the shit with the weird rock and everything, asking Ash about the treatise that I found.
Okay.
But everyone else's stuff was actually moved a step forward, so I didn't want to interrupt that.
What'd you get
I
for
would
your
say Produce
1d8?
Flame,
Huh?
8. I was just going to say that future reference Produce Flame does 2d8.
Okay. So you rolled.
But I got
okay.
8 on that one.
Yeah, you rolled okay. That's hilarious. You will notice that the flame heads down the passage as you throw it, and it lands on a little outcropping of rock at the right side of the windy tunnel, and then that rock seems to catch fire.
That's odd.
Yeah.
We should probably deal with that.
Indeed. Well, do you happen to have any ideas? Because I don't.
Well, I think we should not be standing here discussing it.
Fair enough. I'll gesture for him to lead the way if he's just wanting to move.
Okay.
Okay, I'll walk on.
Alright, 1, 2, 3. As you pass into the cave, past this red line here, you will once again feel that dizziness and disorientation. And when you pass through, you notice that what is in front of you does not look quite like the downward spiraling cave that you saw before. As he passes into the cave, Cyrus and Vendar, he's going to seem to kind of fade as he moves down the tunnel. And then you just see the rope going into the shadows. Even though it doesn't seem he should have left your line of sight.
Alright. Well, I'll follow and try to make sure my dancing lights come with me.
Okay. You pass through that line, and you again feel like you're moving between areas in the illusion. You recognize this feeling now. I'm gonna just have everybody roll initiative.
Oh.
Dun dun dun!
That's not something I like to hear when I still have no clue what I'm fighting
Yeah.
or where it
Kyoko's
is.
really good at it, though.
Kyoko's really
I got a
good.
nat 20. 24 in it.
Yeah. That's an 8.
15. Oh, 8 did he say? 15
Zah!
Alright, as always, put it in the chat so that I can... or no, don't. Wait, hold on. There, this is what...
I still put it in the chat anyways.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, I'm just gonna ask for it in order. Vendar,
4.
is that a 24 or just a 4?
20.
24, he typed it.
A 24.
okay.
I got a nat 20. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It was a nat 20.
Okay, that's even more important. Leah,
15.
15. Jebble,
And that.
8.
what, Leah?
No, I was about to make a joke.
Oh.
Okay about it.
It's okay. Kubriel,
Oh,
How much
got
you-
an 11.
and
But
11.
right now, her and Raiken are together, and Raiken had rolled a 13.
Okay. Bad guys got... Where's my bad guy stats? Okay, bad guys got exactly what I rolled. What did Kyoko get?
A non-natural 20.
She did do well.
Yeah.
Cyrus,
13.
13. Lair,
8.
8. Well, you did better than last time. Yukikaze,
16.
16.
No, last time I had a 10.
No, last time you had a 6. Well, according to this, you had a 6.
According to the...
Yeah, I see that. Well, according to the last time I changed it in this chat, it was a 6.
It's because you haven't been using the chat.
Well, I should have been, because this is a much easier way of manipulating the words, and then I can copy it over to there. Because I have to do all this cut and pasting BS. So much cut and pasting BS.
First Windows commands I learned.
Yes, Control X, Control V.
Yeah, Control X, yeah, because it cut.
Yeah. I'm cutting, because I don't want to copy.
Yeah, Control X, Control C, and Control V.
Yes.
I learned all 3 at the same time.
Yeah.
I learned those before I learned Control S and Control Z. That actually says something.
Yeah.
What's Larry Mendes' initiative?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Plus 3.
Mine too.
Roll off, roll off.
I got a 3.
Plus 3 is pretty common around here.
It is.
I got a 20.
Okay.
That is better than a 3.
It is.
Slightly.
Very slightly.
Is there anyone but Raiken that doesn't have a +3?
I think Yuki's a +2.
Busy now.
There we go.
2 or 1, that'd be my guess.
Okay.
Or less, but still not 3.
There we have it. Now then, Vendar, you are first in initiative, but you are unaware that you're in any form of combat. You have not seen anything other than that Cyrus and Jebble disappear into the cave as they walk down it in a way that seems unnatural.
I will follow after them.
Okay. I have to find my window again. There it is. You pass into the barrier between illusions, and you find that you are disoriented by the transfer, but you do find Cyrus and Jebble here. This is kind of the border between illusions, so it's not a good place to stop. You want to move past them?
If I can.
Yeah, you can. Let me just
Rope affecting it here.
Oh. That is a good point. Where in the initiative is way down. That's
Well,
so you have options.
Oh.
You can wait for Raiken to move up, or you can cut the rope.
Well, if I don't know we're in danger, then I don't have reason to cut the rope.
Okay, that is absolutely true. So you can choose to wait, and you can tell, you can ask Raiken to move himself up, and you'll just have to wait for his initiative turn.
I have a question.
Yes.
I'll ask what they see on the other side since I can't move through.
It's effectively that. Do any of us know that we're in danger? Like, do any of us have any information to convey that to the rest of the group?
Mm-hmm.
Convey to me that I'm in danger, then I'll cut the rope.
Because if, something's going wrong, I'm not going to just sit there and be quiet about it.
Sure you are.
Everyone just hears a resounding fuck telepathically.
I'm actually scared of using Misty Step in this situation.
Are you
It's kind of like tossing an end. No, well, it will disappear.
Well, because of the way
most likely.
Misty Step works, it would teleport her out of the rope.
Yeah, but no, I'm worried about it. It's like tossing an ender pearl in Minecraft. You don't know if you might end up inside an object.
Yeah, you should
Teleportation
definitely.
doesn't let you do that.
You should definitely ask Lair about how teleportation in this place has worked so far.
Oh, yeah. Well.
Let's see here. Sorry, just trying to get my image here for you.
I mean, we've seen how Dimension Door works. I don't think we've seen how Misty Step works. It's for science.
It's for science. It's always for science.
Yeah, Misty Steps only has a 30-foot range, so it's usually you see where you want to teleport.
Well, that is required. The spell says
Yeah, I
you
think so.
teleport to an unoccupied space that you can see. With
Yeah.
range.
The
Although
problem
it
is
does-
that what I see might not still be there because of
Yeah,
the
that one's an
illusion
interesting
thing.
conundrum. What if you
Yep.
see a
Yeah.
square as unoccupied? I think the spell would just fail.
The spell in a case like that, it would fail because the square is actually occupied. The other reason it might fail is that you're not actually seeing a square you can see. You're not targeting a square you can actually see. There's many reasons, but it would in those situations that you're describing, it would fail.
That's good to know.
But then in the other
But-
ones, it gets fun.
Yeah, but it's still a danger of what if there's a hole, but it doesn't look like there's a hole. So then
Oh,
I
you
would
can teleport
teleport
to
on the
that one.
square in midair.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Mechanics wise.
These seem to be heading toward you, Cyrus and Jebble, since you're the only ones who can see them. Make sure I haven't missed any DMs that are important. And then find the last image I want. Come on, there's gotta be a good one of this. Somewhere. No. Alright, try a different keyword. I still don't like the way your scroll thing works, Sam.
I would apologize, but I'm not sorry.
Why do you like it, though? It doesn't function the way it seems like it should.
I guess it does. Yeah, you
Still
just don't
spinning.
like. If you like flick it one way, then it just spins, so you can go much faster.
But it's not going faster. Like, I want to get to the top, so I'm like, flick and spin, and it doesn't get all the way to the top.
When you flick it, you just let it go.
I did.
And it releases the, like, it doesn't click anymore.
I know, but... it's like, it takes 3 for it to actually get to the top, and it's like, why isn't it just 1? It's still spinning. Okay, I think I understand what you're saying. It's weird, though. It's still weird. You're fuck off. I'm definitely weird.
Well, you can bring your own mouse if you want.
I could. I did. There's one in my bag. I'm gonna use this image. It'll do. It's not the best image, but it'll do. Boop. Oh, wow, that's gigantic. How about you be less gigantic, image? Oh, this is gonna be a pain in my butt. Can I see the bottom of it yet? Nope. Ugh, it's gonna be so small it won't even be fun. Now I'm just sad. Alright, well, that was a waste of my time. Unless... Nope! Didn't help! That doesn't look on the stream. Alright. No, that's okay. I like that. That's not too bad. Alright, so, those of you, the 2 of you, that are in this hallway, you see extending before you what appears to be, because I don't feel like trying to come up with weird descriptions, it looks like the inside of a pyramid crypt, like out of the movie The Mummy. Like stone, like, it's like a stone tunnel with like little buttresses every now and then that appear to be almost like Egyptian gods, and along the walls every now and again are like these statues of gods of death, what appear like they might be some kind of pagan god of death. It doesn't appear to be the Raven Queen. They appear jackal-like. And then there are these mummies, and this one here is on fire.
Hey.
Congratulations.
There's undead here. One's on fire. Help, quick.
So you
You're
get a
welcome.
message.
Alright, and I will cut the rope and go through.
Okay, you may cut the rope and go through.
Since I'm a little unsure as to how this magic item works, I just don't remember. Does him cutting it out make it like disappear for everyone, or just the part that's not still attached?
You will have to wait and find out since you didn't remember the description. Will be
Okay.
There still appears to be rope connecting you and Cyrus, even though when Vendar appears and squeezes past you, you notice that he is trailing a cut end of rope.
All right.
Actually, I guess he has two, because he would have to be. You were connected to Leah as well, weren't you?
As I was connected to Leah and Raiken, so I would have had to
so
cut
yeah,
it
you
both ends.
would just cut yourself free of the rope. All right, here you are. We'll say that cost a bonus action. You moved in, so you still have an action. You find yourself in this Egyptian pyramid, ancient tunnel, you know, mortuary kind of thing, and flaming zombie here, not flaming zombie, not flaming, I'm sorry, mummy, they're mummies, and let me just check my notes here because I know you're curious. This one, scroll up, this one, is wearing, light armor, like leather armor. This one's wearing chain armor. This one is wearing plate armor.
I will... The one with chain armor?
Okay. The one who is not on fire.
And I will use sharpshooter.
Okay. You may roll an attack.
It is right. It hasn't had its turn.
You may roll an attack, and I will get battle music set up.
Who's asking about, has it had its turn?
Has it had its turn? No. Oh boy. What is going on?
That 19.
You got a 19. What is going on? Oh, I know what's going on now. Here we go. I'm so confused. That will hit the guy with chain armor.
Okay. Ooh, that is good. Yay. 43 magical piercing damage.
All right. It's good
43
stuff.
magical piercing damage.
43 magical piercing damage. It is definitely sandied.
I have a question.
Yep.
Who was the other person I was connected to? Was it Jebble?
You were the front, weren't you? Weren't you not connected to anybody else?
Let me think.
Jebble, I think it was. Yeah.
Because he would have had to cut his rope to me then.
You guys and your damn rope.
He could be in the doorway, just one space too far.
Hang on, I'm trying to get music up. Okay, so Vendar cuts his rope, comes in, fires his bow at the guy with chain armor and dealt 43 magical piercing damage, which definitely sandies it. Okay. Save this. And then after.
I'll back into the corner, right next to the one south of Jebble.
Alright, let's see here real quickly. You had been here 5, 10, 15, 20. I guess we can put you here since you wouldn't have been there. We can put you there. 25. Yeah, you can do that. Okay. You move there. And then that brings us to Tuesday. Kyoko.
Okay.
You got the message that there were mummies, and please help.
Yeah. She is going to.
It was actually 44 magical piercing damage.
Oh, okay.
Missed.
Wait,
So it
isn't
is
Kyoko
further
higher than us?
sandied.
I missed. Did someone telepath that there's still being attacked?
Yes.
Yes.
Kyoko is going to fly in to the room and give advantage on the next attack on the flaming one. The first one that will be singing
What's her fly speed?
60. And then go out. Get out of there because I don't want her to get dead again.
Okay, so
Unfortunate.
40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So you're using flyby attack to aid?
Yeah.
Okay. So she can move that far away. Because of where she was when combat started.
Yep. Or I actually can't see where you're.
Oh, you don't have it pulled up?
I haven't pulled up. It's just I have a really large delay. Yeah. Okay.
Oh. We didn't set the delay really short on your computer. That might be the case.
Maybe.
All the other settings were in there. I just assumed that one would be. That was my bad.
It might just be the fact that I'm using Wi-Fi.
It might be. Is anybody else experiencing a larger than usual delay?
Not really.
No, pretty much just the normal, decent
Okay.
delay.
Then yeah, it might just be my Wi-Fi.
Okay. Alright then. Just checking. After Kyoko. Sorry. Hyun. After Kyoko is the Briad guys. Alright, sweet.
I'm gonna die.
Maybe. Oh, yay. So this one's gonna move here and blast this area.
The sand blast.
Yep. So it moves its flaming body up and it seems to expand its crackly, crispy chest. You can see the flames, like, roiling with the intake of air, and then it breathes this fiery gust of sand out at you.
Ah, damn it.
So I need the three of you, Cyrus, Jebble, and Vendar, and Kyoko, to make reflex saving throws, dexterity saving throws.
Kyoko got 16 because she is
21.
19.
Never mind. Kyoko is not.
24.
Okay.
Also,
I
nobody's
mean,
close enough.
I don't. Kyoko's the only one affected.
Yeah, but she has disadvantage. She can't make attacks.
Big whoop.
I can keep count if you want, but like as a familiar, she is not allowed to take an attack.
It's like big whoop. It sounds like everybody else managed to make it, even with the increased DC. So good job. You managed to cover your faces and squeeze your eyes shut as this hot, flaming sand billows around you. Then this one is going to move up.
My story is just that Kyoko has never seen this. They can do this before because she hasn't.
and it's going to try to attack Cyrus with a dagger in its hand. And rolled really, really shitty. It's been so long since I've had to do this. Here we go. That's a 13 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. Then it will try to make a bite attack. Which it got a natural 20 on. So,
It's the one you don't want the natural 20.
Yep.
I would argue that
That was
you
also a
don't want
miss.
any of them.
I'm
with
joking,
natural
of course.
So please take 30 magical piercing damage.
Ugh.
You're no fun.
I know. It's not my fault. The die gave me a 20. And I'm laughing. And then please make a Constitution saving throw. As it bites into you with its nasty
Well,
fangs.
I got the worst possible result for my Constitution saving throw.
Things are just going
I got
badly.
10
Got a 10. Is that total?
total.
Total. Okay, you fail. You do feel this dark energy of death passing into your body, and you take an additional 16 necrotic damage.
I'm bloodied.
We got up this morning and everything was so bright because we had all of our spell slots and health back, and then this happened.
To be fair, Raiken would almost be bloodied just from that as well.
It was
Yeah.
getting crit by that one is bad.
I would
noticed.
make the claim that getting crit is bad.
Getting crit is bad. I will say that it could have been worse, and I'm gonna let that hang ominously in the air. And then it's this
Then
one.
how did you have the saving throw?
I'm just gonna remind you of the time I crit with snake eyes.
That was funny. But still, I'd like to know if I can even get a response to that question I just asked. Does the "it can be worse" refer to the saving throw?
It can be worse referring to the saving throw.
Alright, then not really for me. Because if I roll a 1, I re-roll it. And if I roll a 2, it's a 10. Because I have +8.
Do you get to reroll ones repeatedly, or just the first one?
Well, just the first one, but the chances I get another one are super slim.
I mean,
Still possible.
it's 1 in 20 getting the second one.
Hi,
You
Vendar.
get 2 in a row overall is like 1 in 400.
Oh, I don't like the look of that.
The second one is still 1 in 20.
I don't like the look of that.
This guy, this guy is holding a torch, which he swings at you. It's lit. And that is
That torch
a
is totally lit.
18 to hit.
I was gonna say this
Hits
fight.
me right in the face.
That hits you right in the face. Okay, so please take, 7 non-magical bludgeoning damage.
7.
Along with some fire damage.
And 5 points of fire damage. Oops. I die.
Didn't roll under the couch.
Ow.
That really hurt.
Get this. Will not be defeated by a D8.
Just under a god.
It's okay if you die.
Literally
have
just
a
trying to
revivify.
put it back in my little box. Alright, so you got that. 7 non-magical bludgeoning and 5 fire.
Yep.
Okay, now it's going to attempt to bite you. Which it rolled higher than an 18 on. So, take an additional 15 magical piercing damage and make a Constitution saving throw.
My reaction to have that.
You may.
Is it 7 or 8?
It becomes 7 because it's half rounded down. In D&D,
Yeah, my
anything that
time
gets
passed.
cut in half gets rounded down, so it's good for you. It's also bad for you because when an enemy rounds halves, they round down as well.
I got a 20 con save. It's 20.
A 20 con save, then you are fine. You do feel this something else trying to come in with the bite, but you toughen yourself and you stave it off. Okay. Nice. That was an interesting round. There was a lot more pain than I had anticipated.
That 20 livened things up.
that nat 20 livened things right up. Yukikaze is next. And Yukikaze is connected to... Oh, he was connected to...
Leah and Larmundus.
Yes. You're connected to
can't go
Leon
very far.
Larabendis. You know that there's fighting going on through the door. And you know that if you want to move, you're going to have to sever the tie between you and Laramendes, or else wait for him.
I'm gonna wait until we get out of this and like motion or do whatever I need to get him to move forward.
Okay.
Thanks, friend.
Hey, we don't know if something's gonna happen in here while something's happening to you out there, so
Alright, Leah, it's your
stay
turn.
safe.
Yeah.
He could have moved up one spot.
Leave
so
this
he'd be closer.
one there to die.
Can I? Is that what we do in turn? And he's gone.
I'm tied to Yukikaze as well, right?
You are tied to Yukikaze.
And I
You know
noticed
that you
that
are no
he-
longer tied to Vendar.
Yeah,
Hold
and
on,
I
does
noticed
Larmendus want
that
to move up one?
Yukikaze didn't move, so
Well-
I'm just going to cut it loose.
You're
I'm
going
gonna
to
look
what?
sad.
I'm going to cut it loose and cut loose
Okay.
the rope.
You can
and
you
I'm-
can use a bonus action to cut it loose.
Yeah, and then I'm going to walk through the door.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Moving to the first place. So you pass what looks like through the door and then down into the spiraling cave into the ground. But right as you set foot past the door that's open, you notice that the area seems to warp around you, and you're again struck with the disorientation as though being teleported. And you find that you're now in a straight-cut stone hallway that leads straight out that way and then seems to bend around a corner up ahead to the left. And you see in front of you, you see around you your allies, including Kyoko the Owl, and these 3 mummies. This one's on fire.
That one looks mildly distracted.
And
And the other 2 are biting your friends.
yeah, this one's really definitely like falling apart, hurt. You can see the burned away hole in it from where a magic arrow struck it. And this one looks fine and is wearing plate armor.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt.
You're gonna cost. I'm sorry, I adjusted my earphones and it was too loud. What?
Witch bolt.
Witch bolt. Witch bolt. Okay.
Witch Bolt, yeah.
Which mummy are you
Uh,
witch bolting?
The hurt one.
The hurt one. This one here.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, the one that's on fire is also hurt, just not as bad.
It's also distracted.
With fire.
No, that's the one that Kyoko did. Or
Right. That's
Kyoko.
right. So anybody who rolls an attack against this
Yeah,
one
just
has
'cause it was-
advantage.
it was the first one that she can get to. So
Yep.
even though it wasn't the most hurt, it made sense that that's the one. That,
I mean, it was the most hurt at the time, I think.
no.
No, you're right.
Okay,
Vendar went
so-
first. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Right. Spell attack.
So, what do I have to do for Witch Bolt?
No.
It's me, range spell attack.
Okay. So, yeah, you know that you'll have advantage on the one that's on fire because of Kyoko distracting it.
Yeah,
That's not the most.
then I go.
I hate to rain on the parade, but she's within 5 feet of an enemy. Isn't that also disadvantage because it's range attack?
Yeah, that's correct.
And the one that's on fire is not the one that's 10 feet away.
The one that's on fire is 10 feet away, but the fact that these 2 are here means you have disadvantage on any ranged attacks you make.
Oh, I thought it was just like if I tried to attack someone. point
No,
blank.
if you try to make an
Oh.
attack while any enemy is within 5 feet of you and your attack is not melee, you're at disadvantage.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna choose the fire one anyway, because then it just neglects and counts as a normal attack.
Yes, that is how that would work. You may do so.
That was bullshit.
Do you have
No,
inspiration?
I do actually, so why not?
Did I gain inspiration for losing my spellbook to have my bond save?
Yes.
Okay.
I used my inspiration
mark
one
that.
because that was
You should.
definitely a miss. So... Oh! From a miss to a crit.
Alright!
That is
So it's a good use of an
That
inspiration.
is considerably better.
most of the damage from which ball comes from the
Yeah.
Biggest difference there could be.
Okay. Level. So... Yeah, so... Oof, this is gonna hurt him a lot.
Hopefully, let's kill him.
Yeah, because it's a 5d12, and as a crit, that means...
It's 10d12.
Come on, smite him.
20 damage.
10d12 damage. Do it!
Yeah.
Hurt me! I want you to
All
hurt me.
one. 12 damage.
Well, now I don't want to.
On my die.
10 damage.
See, if I have a 12, then I can roll all at the same time. Yeah. Oh, one more.
That'll be a lot of damage.
10d12.
65 hours.
Even if you roll poor, it's going to be a lot of damage.
Yeah. There it is.
Ten ones.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
I mean, that's why I gave my players the option to do the first to maximize, and you can only roll once. And both groups decided to roll both dice. And I'm like, okay.
Okay.
I don't think they liked the whole, that's how monsters would work too.
That's fair. But I mean,
But it's like, you guys attack more.
yeah, the standard functionality for monsters is they do average damage, and when you crit with a monster, they just double their average damage. You know, you have the average damage every now and then. You say,
if
what
the players were doing crits that way, then I would have rolled or crits only.
Okay. It would definitely increase their average damage on their crits if they had done it that way.
But rolling a shit ton of dice is fun.
It's true. But
Doing a shit ton of damage.
guaranteeing maximized 5d12 and then rolling an additional 5d12, I would do that, man. Rather than potentially minimizing 10d12. Like 60 plus everything else is gravy on top. Alright, what you got there, Guaco?
49.
49. Zap, 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 zap. A lightning bolt comes out of the end of your wand and connects you to the flaming mummy. And he takes
So that's lightning damage, obviously.
Yes, he takes 49 lightning damage. The old bones, the papery wrappings, which are already caught alight, and the old bones crackle with the blue light of your lightning as this line connects the two of you beneath Kyoko, who's flapping in midair. It's still standing.
Still standing.
Wow.
It just means that you'll get use out of the fact that you're still connected after that.
Yeah.
Alright, so that was Leah. And after Leah is Cyrus. Cyrus, you just got fucked up.
I'm gonna tase the one in front of me and then run.
Okay, explain.
Shocking Grasp.
Shocking Grasp.
I make a melee spell attack with advantage if it has metal armor, and then deal, I believe, 2d8 lightning damage and make it not be able to either make attacks per chain or not take reactions. I'll have to double check.
This one
which
has chain armor, which is metal.
Alright, so. Glad I have that advantage. Oh, come on! Just. I rolled a 3. I'm like, okay, the next one's gotta be better. I rolled a 2. So, I believe overall I got 9.
9?
Which means I missed.
You miss. That is so sad. I'm sorry.
Alright, no, screw it. I'm gonna quicken cast and try this one more time. Just because I have to out of spite at this point.
I want to see a 4.
Alright, as long as you're capable of doing that, you may do
Wait, I'm still tied to Jebble, aren't I?
that. Yes.
Which would mean if I want to move away, I have to use my bonus action to cut the rope. Which means it would be pointless. So... bonus action, mirror image. I'm gonna see if that'll help keep me alive.
Alright, as long as mirror image is a bonus action, you may do that.
It is when I apply meta magic.
Okay, so you're spending sorcerer points.
Yep.
Okay, then you may do that. You get, what is it, 4 images around you? 3 images?
I believe there's 3 extra images, like, so there's 4 of us in total.
Okay, then yes. If there's 4 in total, then it's that there are 3 extras.
Yeah, 3 illusory duplicates.
Yeah, and every time they roll, you have to roll, and above 10, they hit one of the...
It changes, depending on how many are left.
Yeah, but you have it. Pull it up in front of you, or else I have to. Actually, I probably should anyway.
I'm pulling it up.
Is one hitting now?
No, but I want it in front of at least one of us, because it might become pertinent. And I can't remember all these rules. Too many rules for me to remember, Sam. Okay, sorry. It made me sign in and I couldn't remember my password for a second. Mirror image. Sure. 3 illusory duplicates. Oh, I thought it was the cat for some reason. Why, Sam?
So you have to.
Okay, well, now that I'm done seeing it, you mirror image, and that is the end of your turn. So please tell me who is next. Raiken is next. Raiken, nobody likes being connected to you. They all cut their ropes.
Jebble didn't cut his rope.
Jebble didn't cut his... You're right. Jebble likes being connected to you.
Still hasn't gone in clean.
They do anything.
I mean, you're acting at the same time as Kubriel, so you can move in using Kubriel's movement speed.
Okay. The
And
only
it's going to
problem
be
is
Squeeze City.
I can't really get in anywhere because I'll just squeeze people.
They have definitely Yeah, actually, you can't even get in there. Yeah,
Unless
you can move up to
unless
here.
Jebble's okay with me squeezing, because I should be. Would I be able to?
You have a lance, right?
Lance.
So the lance's reach is what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be able to use that with disadvantage because of squeezing, but yeah.
I don't really want to use.
Oh, I don't really want a disadvantage. Then I don't want to have advantage on me.
Doesn't mounted combat cancel it out at least though?
That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah. So?
Okay.
I'm squeezing you.
So you are now connected to Raiken in a much more intimate way, Jebble. Not only are your souls tied by the thread of fate, but you are now also sharing the same space. You're cohabitating, one might say.
I was thinking it'd be
We are
Lion
as
James.
one.
Thou art I, and I art thou.
So Raiken will attack the one that's next to Cyrus.
Alright, well, first of all, both you and Kuriel experience the disorientation of moving from one area of the dungeon to another. You feel like you've been teleported, and then you see this hallway ahead of you, which is nothing like the cave you thought you were entering.
Spooky.
And then you may roll an attack without disadvantage against this one here.
Yeah. Hold on, I have to wait.
This
for it
one's
to draw.
really hurt.
Yes, that one.
Okay. This one's really hurt. This one's on fire and even more hurt, but you can't reach him. And then this one's just wearing plate armor and menacing your rogue.
Ah,
I got a 24.
You hit. What?
No, never mind.
Okay.
Sorry.
Don't rain on my parade. He hit.
No, I wouldn't have anything to do with that regardless.
Okay.
ah.
And I do points of silver piercing damage.
Repeat the number one more time.
It is 11.
11. Okay. It's still standing, but I believe you get another attack.
I do. Ah. 13.
Did you hear that? I got a 13.
You got a 13.
Yeah.
That's not going to hit the guy wearing chain armor.
Okay.
Raiken and Kubriel are actually going to back up since there's nobody close enough to attack back for opportunity.
Okay. Just to hear then, just to stop squeezing.
Yeah.
Okay. Then that brings us to Jebble.
Hooray! Can I actually see these things?
Can you see these things? Wait, let me just... Reich, one moment. Yukikaze, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Because the tiger pounced forward and dragged you with it.
Oh, he's not connected to me.
Isn't he?
It was Vendar and Jebble.
Then there's nobody else connected to Raiken. Okay, then never mind. My bad. You're fine.
Alright.
Your rope is just disconnected. Jebble, yes, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you unnecessarily anyway. Jebble?
Yeah.
What was it you wanted to do? I interrupted you, and I'm sorry.
Oh, I was asking if I could actually see them.
Yeah.
Like, I've gone through the barrier.
Yeah, you've gone through the barrier. You're kind of, like, in that weird limbo area, but everything's good enough. What you know is that they have super cover from all your allies.
Alright. Sam wants to stop, does he?
I'm gonna say it's we hit the soft stop.
Yeah, the soft stuff, so we should be wrapping up this combat.
Okay. The southernmost one.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Produce Flame and try to hit it. So,
Okay. And remember that he has significant cover. It looks
And
to
plate
me
armor.
like 3/4 cover. What do you think, Sam?
The southernmost one from Jebble.
Yeah. Jebble's in the door.
Yeah, I would 3/4 makes sense to me.
Okay. Okay. You may throw. Roll the attack if that is what you wish to do.
so 3/4 cover means.
It means that it gets a +5 to its AC.
Oh, so I don't have advantage. Disadvantage.
No, you don't have disadvantage. It just gets a +5
Okay.
to its AC.
Alright. That's. Is 19.
Okay, that's not going to be enough to hit.
Okay, well. This way is an action, and. I'm pretty much stuck where I am. So, that's it. That's my.
Okay. He got stuck between the rocks and a soft place.
Maybe he could have gone up.
Yeah, I mean, he could squeeze through Cyrus's square and then move up into here if he wanted to. Honestly, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 25, he could get as far as this square.
Nah, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. Right, that makes it Lair's turn.
Okay.
It's just, you're connected to Yukikaze. He's not connected to anybody else anymore.
He looks sad, by the way.
No one can see you. No one cares. You're being slow.
Lair
Or
Bendis
dying.
can see it.
I can see him. I am going to. I'm not going to disconnect myself. So I'm just going
I mean, you can wheel. You have the binder, so you can just let out more.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna move.
Hi.
I mean, there's nowhere that I'm gonna. If I'm where. If I'm one south of Raiken, I can't see the hallway because of the illusion, right?
Right. That red square is an odd spot because it's on the edge of the illusion.
Yeah.
You could try if you were going to try to teleport to there.
I just imagine Yukikaze
5, 10,
standing
15,
there.
20, 25. You can see that spot through.
I can see it.
If you want to risk teleporting, but you know how this place is
I
affected.
would have to double move.
You-
Teleport.
Okay, yeah, you could do that.
But I will instead just go one south of Raiken.
Okay. That's 25 feet. You don't even. I think you don't even. Yeah, you don't even need to let out any new rope.
Just rope keeps coming out of the smoky, like, puddle in the air.
You are, you are a smoke cloud. You're a pillar of smoke. In the desert, it's hot here, but it's combat round, so, you know.
I'm going to prepare.
Prepare to dash.
Because they don't heal. So, prepare a ray of frost if any threatening people.
Come out of the cave. Okay. If anyone appears, you will ray of frost.
Any non-allies here.
Gotcha. Okay, bringing us back to the top of the initiative order. Vendar. You are now boxed into this corner.
I don't like that.
Kyoko's like three size categories smaller than you, or two size categories smaller than you. You can occupy her square.
So that one...
Or you can constantly.
5, huh?
You broke up. That one what?
I'm alive, huh?
Yeah, everything here is still alive so far. The damage got a little bit spread around. This one is really pretty hurt. This one is really, really hurt, and this one's pretty much untouched.
Yeah, I don't like the one that's eating me,
Yeah.
but there's not much I can do about that.
I mean, you can squeeze through allies' squares to try and get away, but you know that when you leave its threatened area, it's going to be able to make an attack on you.
Now, how does disengage work?
So disengage basically just makes it so that you can move without taking opportunity attacks. That's all it is if you move out of something's threatened area, it doesn't, when it would normally get to take an opportunity attack against you, it doesn't get to. So you could bonus action disengage and then move away.
That makes it so opportunity attacks can't be taken against me, or does that only work for a single target?
It works against anything you move by that would normally get to attack you. It's because disengaging is moving defensively. So normally, if you just move carelessly away from something, they take advantage of the fact that you're not paying as close attention as you should be, and they hit you. A disengage means that you are taking care. It's why it's normally sacrifices an action. But because you have cunning action, you can do it as a bonus action, and you could move around the entire battlefield, and nothing would get to opportunity attack you because of disengage.
But it takes 10 movement to squeeze through a square with an ally.
It takes one extra square of movement, so it'd be 5-10 to get into Leah's, 15-20 to get into Cyrus's, and 25 once you got here. But then you could, 30 and be here. Actually, you could technically be 25, 30 and be here. Or you could then sacrifice your action and double move, and you could go as far down this hallway as you could move, another 30 feet. You can disengage and then dash, because one of them is only a bonus action for you.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, you disengage and then dash. Which allows you to move through Leah Square, through Cyrus Square, up to here, 25, 30. You have 30 more movement. Where would you like to go?
As far down the hallway as I can get.
15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 20, 30. Alright, let me quick check a thing. Okay. You move there. Moving past the effigies of these death god down into the shadowy hallway. It is dark in here, but this one is on fire, and this one is carrying a torch, so this area is lit.
This area is lit.
Alright, and actually, because that was your bonus action and your action and your movement, you're out of stuff. So that makes it Kyoko's turn.
Okay. She is going to distract the one who is most hurt and then come up to me.
Okay, she distracts the flaming one again, and then flies out over here. So the flaming one is now granting advantage. And that makes it the bad guy's turn. So, this one's gonna move here. And attack Cyrus. Oh. That's a 25 to hit.
Cyrus.
Do I even need to answer this?
It's not Cyrus, I'm sorry. I said Jebble. I meant Jebble. I didn't say Jebble. I didn't mean Jebble. Jebble. 25 to hit.
Good.
Don't give me the Jebble.
So, Jebble, you take a hit. You know what to do. And you will
I was away for a second there. What happened?
Yeah.
So, a 25 hits your AC, correct?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so you get hit by an attack as this mummy in plate armor comes up and wallops you. And you will be taking 7 points of non-magical bludgeoning damage. It's then going to try and bite you. And that is a 16. Does a 16 hit you?
Nope.
Okay. Then it misses with its bite. This
You
one...
said 7?
yes, 7
Seven
non-magical bludgeoning.
Okay.
And you remember to modify your AC now that you've been hit.
Yeah.
Okay. This one who's on fire is going to attack Leah. Oh, you know what? This one had a torch. Not punchies, that's right. I couldn't remember which one had the torch. I apologize. So please take an additional 7 fire damage as well. Leah, this one is going to be... This is the one who's not armed. So it's going to attack you with a melee attack. And it gets a 10. Does a 10 hit you?
Nope.
Okay. It's going to try to bite you. It got an 8. Does an 8
Wait, sorry, am I taking that fire damage?
yes, the 7 fire damage. It's not a separate
Okay.
hit, though. It's just more damage. It's because he hit you with a torch. I said he punched you, but I forgot he was the one who held the torch. I thought the
Okay.
one over
No,
by
that's
Cyrus
fine, yeah.
did. Then I remembered Cyrus got stabbed. So, Cyrus, dagger. 23.
That'll hit.
Okay. There we go.
Is it affected by my illusions?
Is it? Oh, that's right. I have that here. Good point. Good point. So when it beats the AC. Now, wait.
I'm also checking if it has blind sight or true sight, and then I can know if I need to roll.
It has neither.
Alright, then I should just need to roll and get higher than an 11 for it to not hit me.
Okay.
I got a 2, so it is hitting me.
Okay.
Because this dice just loves its 2s tonight.
Okay.
Because
But
that's the 4th one.
I
I am not happy.
I'm sorry. So because this one is stabbing you, that is 12 non-magical piercing damage. And now it's going to attempt to bite you. And it got a 21 to do that.
Just a second. Let's see.
Okay.
Another 2. F you die. So that is still hitting me. And how much damage? Make sure I have that written down correctly.
The melee weapon attack, the dagger dealt 12 non-magical piercing, and the
12.
bite is going to deal 15 magical piercing.
So that's okay. The dice is just trying to kill me.
Yep, seems that way. And
Alright,
after...
small correction. That was the 4th, 2 of the night.
Okay. Now make a Constitution saving throw and pray for not a 2.
Get +3 this time.
If I get +3, then I got a 24.
Okay. You make the save. Once again, you feel that horrible necrotic venom coming in, but you fight it off this time.
Do I take additional damage?
No, you made the save.
Alright, I just couldn't remember if it was save for half or save for none.
No, it's a save for none.
Great.
It's always been a save for none.
Dice, why you do this?
Poor Cyrus, you need to get out of there, bud.
Upon further reading of the spell, I forgot it was 11 for him down to 1 duplicate, but regardless, 2 is still too freaking low. So.
Returns.
So, Yukikaze, you're up. Laramentis is still tied to you.
I want to leave.
But he did a thing.
What?
He did a thing though, right?
He moved. He didn't do anything other than move.
Oh.
He's still connected to you by the rope.
Okay.
Someone still wants to connect to you.
So
You're supposed to move the action.
I am gonna move toward the action.
Okay. You can... This is toward the action. Would you like to go farther than that?
I would have to squeeze him with half distance, right? Where would I be able to get with that?
Well, this was 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet, 40 feet, 45 feet would get you here if you double move.
And that's I guess.
Okay.
I guess I'll do that.
55, 60. With 60, you could get into this square.
As I'm still tied to Laramentis also.
Laramentis, if he pulls against the rope, are you going to allow it to reel out more?
Yeah.
Okay. You can move farther. You feel that there is slack on the rope.
Alright, well, I see what's going on now, right? Or am I not passed through the
No, as you enter this square, your vision fades momentarily, and you feel disoriented as you are being teleported to a new location. And you move out of. You no longer feel the heat of the desert behind you. The sun is no longer glaring down on you. Instead, you find that you are in a cold, musky tunnel, and it is lit by a torch here. And an on fire mummy here, and this guy is holding a dagger, and Cyrus is looking really fucked up, and you have 15 feet of movement left, which can get you here.
Really fucked up.
I'll move up there.
Okay, that will
Well, you
allow
guys
you
are
to
all
make
far.
attacks on your next turn.
And you'll hear me say, "Frickin' hate magic."
Magic must be magic. Yes! Yes, we thought the same thing.
Leah, you're up.
Yes.
Use magic to defeat magic.
Yeah, I mean.
You're kind of surrounded.
It's
Yeah,
fine, probably. This one is granting advantage.
But I still got Witch Bolt connected.
You do still have Witch Bolt, so what's the action to continue? Is that a bonus or something?
That's
you
what I was
spend
looking
an
up.
action and just do
Yeah, it's an
12
action.
damage.
Oh, okay.
If you do not take this action, then you lose the spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would you like to use Witch Bolt or do something else? Witch Bolt is automatic damage. Doing anything else, you'd have to deal with rolls.
I know.
Okay.
I'll just do that.
Okay.
The problem is that I don't have any place to move.
Yeah, no, it got really tough because everybody opened the door and then was talking. These things moved up to the door to see what was going on.
They're like, I wonder if they will be our friends. Oh god! Everything is pain!
So 1d12. 1.
Zip that.
Okay, it takes 1 damage.
Give them a static shock.
Someone with like little hand buzzers, just give him a high five.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's still there. It's still
My
on.
I mean, isn't that what you tried to do with Shocking Grasp?
My secret weapon is static electricity. Zip.
Hey,
Zip.
well, at least yours works.
Yeah.
I just miss and get murdered. That's my specialty.
I think my favorite part is that they keep seeing through your illusion effectively and not hitting the clones and just bashing you. He rolled a 2 twice.
In a row. I'm not happy.
So after Leah engages her automatic damage, it is Cyrus' turn to get the crap kicked out of him again.
Okay, let's take a look at this board here. So, there are now 2 things I have to get away from to actually try and move. So, I will cast Shocking Grasp. I will twin Shocking Grasp to attack both of these things.
Okay. You may do so because they are in melee range.
Is the one next to Leah that's in melee range also wearing metal armor?
No.
It's not.
Is that
Okay,
one
then
that's
this
on
That's
first
the one
one's
that's
for
on
that
fire.
guy.
Which is also granting advantage. Isn't it?
It is because of Kyoko. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So it doesn't matter. So then, yep, still for the one further south.
Because
First.
nobody's used that as a rule. Like, because it goes away when somebody uses it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, nobody's... She did automatic damage to it, so that wouldn't use it up.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I hit it this time. 24 for the one that's on fire.
That'll hit.
Nope. Miss. Just
Screw
now.
you, Sam.
It became extremely It just like it's horrifying actually the way it like bent away from your hand. It's almost like it's rubber.
All right, let me make sure I am fully aware of its effects.
You touch it with your Shocking Grasp, and you get witch bolted because now you're connected to the system.
Made the circle.
Oh, great! I take 1 point of lightning damage. Big whoop.
It's a good thing I have 2 HP left. 1 HP left. Entertaining Alex like this makes my night.
Can't take the action. So it takes 3 points of lightning damage. Yeah. So now I'm gonna try to hit the other one.
Okay. They only can't make opportunity attacks if they're wearing metal armor or any type.
And they cannot use reactions.
If they
If
get
I hit them
hit.
with yeah.
It doesn't matter if they're wearing metal armor. If
The
they get
metal armor gives you advantage on the attack.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
How about this other one?
well, the first one was a 2. Just putting that out there. Next one was a 16 on die, so let's see. That's 23. I think.
23. Okay, that'll hit.
Okay.
So this guy here.
For 9 lightning damage. That's
9
significantly
lightning damage. Significantly better. They are both still standing, but you now know they can't take reaction actions.
Alright, gonna use my bonus action to get free of the rope. And then...
Didn't you use
Like-
your bonus action to twin?
No, that's just part of the spell as long as I'm spending my, like it's a free action. As long as I'm spending...
Okay, okay, just making sure. I don't have all those rules memorized. All of them get really
Yep.
weird.
The only meta magic that takes any type of action is the one that, lets you cast as a bonus action, basically.
Okay.
None of them actually
Okay, just making
take
sure.
anything extra.
Alright, so then you may bonus action cut the rope, so now you may move freely. Where would you like to move? You can move through Raiken, or Yukikaze's square here for 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6. Or get you to AR3, get you here.
Well, let's see.
But I mean, you could be anywhere in this vertical line, basically.
I'd like to be one south of Vindar since I have a move speed of 45 and I should be able to move diagonally to avoid Yikaze Square. Because I'm wearing the boots.
You're wearing boots that give them disadvantage on attacks of opportunity, and you're worrying about... Anyway, 5,
Well,
10,
no, I just wanted to actually be able to
15,
attack
20,
them, and that's the only thing you can do
30,
up close.
35,
Anything else I have to
40.
do, ranged spell attack or fireball is going to burn everything around me.
For
Including
move
me.
speed gets you there.
Yep, that's right where I want to be. That is my turn.
Which reminds me, Mr. Boots, you weren't moving on your previous turns.
Yeah, that's why I was about to. Well, there was only one previous turn. That's why I was going to say, oh, and then I said, never mind, because there was one space north of me I could move to that wasn't leaving the reach. So I could just move back to the, like up to that square, move back down repeatedly.
Somebody's feeding the music back in.
Okay. Alright, so I'm back. My power went out and then it keeps repeatedly going out, so I can't turn my computer back on.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
That sucks.
Yep.
And also, every time we talk, it comes back through your mic.
Oh, goody.
So let's try and finish this up quick. After Cyrus is Raiken.
I will do what I did last time.
I mean, okay, so you move back into the cave, and you know you feel everything swirl, and now you can see this, and so the only thing in attack range is the guy in plate armor down here.
No, with my lance.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. That's right.
So I attack the chainmail again.
That's this guy. Okay, go for it.
Well, fuck, I miss.
That is unfortunate.
Roll again. I got a 17.
A 17 will hit him.
Okay. Fuck. 6 points of silver piercing damage.
6 points, you say? Alright, you ram down with the lance, and you separate his head from the rest of his body, and it all collapses into a pile of paper and bone on the floor. The chainmail clinking on the ground.
Oh yeah, it was just enough. Then Raiken will move back again.
Okay.
He's gonna be so sick after this in a Gabriel.
Seriously, you should make a con saving throw. That's like the 3rd time you've gone through this.
The 2nd.
Yeah.
Well, the 3rd time overall, dude.
I mean, I think it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's the 4th time overall.
He just projectile vomits whoever's in front of him.
Okay. 18.
Okay, you hold it down. Okay, you hold it together.
All right, let's
Jebble.
see what Kubriel got. What's your con? 8.
She got an 8.
Yeah.
So she just lays down like, I'm gonna be sick. I don't want to do that anymore.
Okay.
Carry on without me. Jebble, you're up.
Right. I'm gonna move up into that space between
Right
Leah
here?
and whoever that is.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Does a... What's he holding? Torch. Does a 19 hit you?
Yep.
Okay. So take 7 points of non-magical bludgeoning damage and 4 points of fire damage. As he makes an opportunity attack against you as you move away.
Alright, yes. Sorry, just making note of this. So it's 7 and
4.
11. I'll put in here. Okay. And so I have these two. What are they wearing?
Sorry, this one here is dead.
Okay.
That one was wearing chain, but then it got stabbed by Raiken and died. This one is wearing leather and is still on fire. This one is wearing plate and hit you with the torch when you moved away from him.
The fire one is also being electrocuted.
The fire one is also being electrocuted. Also, he is electrocuted again by somebody else.
I'm gonna cast Produce Flame again and throw it at him.
Okay.
Now this is
Yeah, make the ranged attack. Cantrip or first level spell? Oh, okay.
It's a cantrip.
Like, this is not a good use of first level spells. Okay.
Do I have disadvantage on ranged attacks because he's like 5 feet from me?
It's a ranged attack, you would have disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't take reactions, but that's not the point in this edition. In 4th edition, it would have mattered. Well, in 4th edition, it would just be that he would trigger an opportunity attack by making a ranged attack, and so that wouldn't have been the case because he's shocking grasped. But in this edition, he's not incapacitated, so he still makes you have disadvantage.
Well, that's shit. That's 13.
13 to hit that guy. He's got 14, so no, that misses.
The other one was a 20. So.
You doing anything else? You can still move. Is Shocking Grasp in your spell list?
Mine?
Yeah. Like, is it a spell that druids can learn?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay.
One second, right.
You did see that after Cyrus cast this spell where he basically punched them with a lightning fist, he then ran away from them and they didn't do anything about it, whereas when you ran away from your guy, he attacked you.
Okay.
So I leave it up to Jebble's discretion if he thinks he can do the same thing.
Yeah,
Sorcerer Wizard.
Yeah, so druids can't cast it.
It just means you don't intuitively know what the spell did, but you know what you saw.
Yeah. Let me see, where am I on right here? I'll move east 2.
Okay. Move here. That way you trigger an opportunity anyway, so you don't learn anything.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's where I'm.
And that's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Then that makes it Raiken's turn. Raiken, Kubriel doesn't seem to want to move.
It's not my turn.
Isn't it?
it's my turn.
Oh, sorry. I skipped backwards to Cyrus instead of
And for
Jebble.
Laramendis as well.
Yeah, Laramendis.
I am going to...
The cat looks like it's gonna be sick. Oh, also you can hear her thoughts. Because
She
she's
says that she's gonna be sick.
because she's on the open channel.
Need to come up with various frequency-based telepath. I am going to move 1 west of Leah, Ray of Frost, the one in front of her, and then move back.
1, 2. Remember that you have to fully round objects that are structural. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'd only have 1 square of movement normally. So you're staying in there. because you can't pass diagonally across this square. Because it's a structural object. But you can move up here. Instead. Same movement. Then you're not next to any bad guys.
Oh wait, they have disadvantage on me. Yeah, fuck it. That's a 25.
It's a hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit. Is that right, Frost, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, which one? The one who's on fire or the one who's not on fire?
Whichever one was directly east of the hit.
So that's the one that's on fire.
12.
12 frost damage, which they have because they're resistant. 6.
Plus he's on fire, so that lessens it even more.
Which they might also be resistant to. That actually does kill it. So the flaming zombie, after this whole fight, who I really thought would go down early, finally dies. Blah. As a ray of frost comes in, he crackles up in ice and then shatters into a fine powder.
So fire, lightning, and ice was needed to kill that one.
he was withstanding a ridiculous amount of attacks because they kept rolling low against him. Like,
But
after the first witch bolt for 49 damage, I'm like, oh, he's got 5 HP left. He's gonna go down easy.
It's like he's gonna fucking die, and it's like,
Wow,
nope, never
really?
mind.
Yeah, he had 5 HP.
So the odds was really in my favor then when rolling 1d12, and I still managed to bump it.
Yeah. I'm like, cool. Average damage 7. It's going down. Nope.
Well, my witch bolt now stops.
1 point. Okay, it's got 4 HP left. I'm gonna punch it with lightning fist. All right, that should kill it. 3 damage. No, it's got 1 HP left.
I rolled a 2 and a 1, man. If I had my elemental dad depth, it would have at least been 4.
All right, we gotta hurry up. I'm supposed to be catching a train. Probably will miss it.
Oh yeah, I think they're missing the train.
Yeah, I'm missing that train. It's all right. I'll get the one at 12:20. It'll be fine.
What percent?
That sounds good to me. All right. After Lair does his thing, then it is Vendar. Vendar, you're still alive somewhere. There you are.
I am. I'm back even.
Hey.
Okay.
Oh, did the power come back?
Oh, no. Yeah, it wasn't. It didn't like go off forever. It was just like flicking on and off.
That would
It would go off and then immediately turn back on. But I had to try. I tried to turn my computer back on, then it would turn back off before it got all the way back on.
I will say this: if you've got a tower PC, get a UPS because that'll at least protect it from like just shutting down on you.
Yeah, I have like a little battery. I guess it's not enough though, because it just immediately shut down.
Oh man, time to get a new one. All right, so your turn. What are you doing?
Okay, well I'm gonna go ahead and shoot that last mummy.
Yay!
One that has the most armor.
Show me the mummy
Oh
shot.
wait, I had advantage on my attack.
Do I have
You
advantage?
can't see me.
All right. Do you have advantage?
I don't. It's just
Why would you have advantage?
You didn't roll hide, so
okay.
you don't have advantage.
No,
but
so-
you do. Leah is next
Sneak
to it. So
attack.
you,
Okay.
yeah,
so
you do. Yes, you do have sneak attack.
I won't use sharpshooter. Then I'll just use the regular attack.
Okay.
This means nobody saw me actually reach for my book.
Trying to remember that fucking cloud on you. All right. What was the? Did I hear that to hit?
I think it's a 19 to hit. Plus
Alright.
6, right? Yeah.
All right. A 19 to hit. Nothing in your way. So yes, that'll hit. Sneak attack.
Piercing damage.
Piercing damage, that was all I heard.
Magical piercing damage, 31 magical piercing damage.
I love the double speak because I did not hear it the first time. Alright, 31. Which means that this one has that much HP left. Okay. And it is not yet sandied. Alright, and that, are you gonna move anywhere or is that it?
That's it.
Yeah, it's kind of an open, it's not a featureless hallway, but there's really nothing to hide behind. Like, all of the images are, like, carved into the walls. And all made of stone. It's really open. There's, like, cobwebs and stuff hanging from the ceiling. Kyoko.
She is going to fly in, then aid on the dude, and then fly up one east of Yes.
Boof. So the bird flutters back in through the portal, does some distracting movements around the thing, causing it to swat at her, and then yeah, she flies over there. I would like you to make a con saving throw for her.
10 on die.
I bet she has negative con.
She could be the conniest owl you ever
Are you guys in the same place?
saw.
Yeah.
Does she make the roll when she is going, like, passing through the barrier?
I'm gonna allow her to use the aid for now because I didn't ask for it until just now.
But I mean, does she get Raiken's bonus?
Oh, yes.
Okay, then that's
He's base
12.
12. Okay. She doesn't feel good, but she's fine. She's happy that she didn't get ordered back through it again. Okay. Bad guy. Well, Leah's right there. Hello, Leah.
I'm not a bad guy.
Have a torch to the face for a 19 to hit.
In that case, it both does and doesn't. It activates the pendant,
Oh, okay.
and that makes it.
All right.
Right.
So your crimson shield comes up, and blocks the attack for you. It's now going to try to bite you. Remember that your shield is still going, and that is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That still hits even with the shield.
Yeah, the shield puts me at front.
Oh, okay. And then you will take 15 points of magical piercing damage.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, the bite's a bad one.
I would know.
You can't crit.
Vampire. Got vampire fangs in
They got vampire fangs, man. And then you need to, once you take your 15 points of magical piercing damage, make a Constitution saving throw.
I just remembered something I could go check. Right, yeah. The deal we had, I wanted to check if it affected savings.
I can't hear you, it's too mumbly.
That's because I am kind of mumbling.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, no, I was checking the thing we talked about earlier, what it affected, because I need to refresh my memory.
Right, but this is a Constitution.
Yeah, it didn't affect that.
Yeah,
but I had to scroll back up to check.
Yeah, it's all good.
Secret
19.
conversations of my computer, Tristan.
I mean, originally, no.
Yeah, 19.
A 19. 19, you're good. Nothing further happens after the bite. Okay. Then, after Bad Guys is Yukikaze.
I guess I'll walk up to the last guy and attack him.
Boof. The Dragonborn stomps its way down in its glimmering plate armor, which is what element today?
It's still fire.
It's necrotic.
Okay.
For a Draco Lich.
What?
Listen to Laramentus. You chose necrotic armor.
I don't think that's an option since it's not a dragon type. But I don't know.
I'm going for poison or acid.
That's unfortunate. Alright, so
Fire.
first attack is 29. Testing.
There we go. I was messing with Sam's mic and it wasn't unmuting.
It's kind of finicky sometimes.
Yeah,
You
it's-
get used to it.
No. Alright. So... Oh, what's this? Oh! I can turn my ears up!
Yeah. I don't know if that's going to affect the sound going to...
The recording.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, that's probably.
I don't know
That's
either.
fine.
If it does, it's a good thing. If it doesn't, it's fine too. In any event, sorry.
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
you came over here and you made an attack. I didn't hear the roll because I was distracted.
29.
That's gonna hit.
And
So
that's
close.
gonna be.
I think that is a 19. He almost crit.
10 slashing.
10 magical slashing?
Is it magical? Yeah, it is magical.
If you're using a magic weapon,
Generally.
Yeah.
Not always. But yes, this one it specifically says it adds to magic damage. So 10 magical slashing damage.
And
Boom.
the second roll is a
it's a magic
14.
weapon that gives a bonus.
A 14. That's
I
not
rolled
gonna.
real-
That's not gonna hit its plate armor. Huh?
I rolled really shitty.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit the plate armor. Are you gonna use your bonus action and attack with the magic short sword? Is it?
Yep.
Okay. That lovely sound.
I want to call thumb interference.
It's not rolling on the table because he's rolling in the tray. You got maybe
16.
16 is not gonna be high enough.
It's just a
Yeah,
chair.
I rolled crappy.
Oh well. You did 10 damage. Could have been 0. And it's Sandy now. Alright, so after Yukikaze is Leah.
Yeah.
You can disengage and move back. You could teleport and then attack. You've got a few options here. Or you could attack with a melee weapon if you have one.
Punch it.
Could also use this. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna poison spray him.
Okay.
Because that's a cantrip, so it
Okay.
doesn't cost me anything.
Does he roll against it or do you roll at him?
Creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Okay. It's a con saving throw. It's going to be a 13.
Yeah, then it fails. It
Okay.
takes, damage.
What's the damage?
I just had to check. Let's see, I'm level 10, so he has 2d12.
Okay.
Um, 6.
Okay. So a purplish sludge exudes from the end of your wand and coats the front of him, and you see it start to kind of absorb into his mummy wraps, but he seems to just completely ignore it.
Ah. Gonna learn something new now.
He is apparently immune to poison.
all I can do.
Okay, Cyrus.
Alright, Firebolt.
Okay.
Well, it's not a 2. 11 to hit, so I miss.
And then you run in a big circle.
Yep. And end
45
up
feet.
behind Vendar.
You just
I would like to
see him start sprinting around really fast after casting his fireball there, Vendar.
one thing I would want to say, I want to end up behind Vendar at the end of that circle.
You did.
I guess I'm just behind. Sorry.
Yeah, when you said it, I moved you behind him.
My bad.
It's all good. All right, Raiken.
Raiken's just.
Kuriel is
Kuriel's
literally
dead.
like doing the about to vomit on your nice floor movements.
She's about to choke up a hairball.
Yeah, you wish.
He's doing the vibrating,
The jaw.
pulsing with the cats.
Attack the monster? Wait, no, because I can't see it, because I'm
I
behind
mean, you
her.
can
Yeah, I'm
dismount
just
and
gonna-
go in there, but she's like not having it.
No, Cooper, he's just gonna wait with Kubriel.
Okay. Describe what you're doing. Are you like trying to comfort her, or are you just sitting there like?
He's petting her.
Okay. Da 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 da. Jebble.
That's me.
That is.
Yeah. Let's see.
Just down the road. Just down the road. Just down the road. Just down the road. Just down the bike.
What's that beside me? Is that still?
What?
Yuki
Someone-
Kaze is below you.
Okay.
Ghibli is here. This is Yukikaze. This is the monster.
So there's only one left?
Monster. Jebble, Yukikaze.
Yeah, one
monster.
left.
Okay, then I will move down south 2 and cast Produce Flame again.
Pradush Flame!
Produce Flame, yeah.
Huck it! Huck it with all of your might!
It's at 27.
Alright, that's gonna hit.
That
Roll a
is...
D8 of damage, I think.
Hmm?
I believe that's a D8 of damage, yes?
2d8.
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 Because I'm level 10.
Right.
And
Stronger cantrips, yay!
yeah, that's 8 points of...
Fire damage.
Yeah, just fire damage, yeah.
Alright, so 8 points again, you said?
Yeah.
Alright, it seems to be weak to fire. Also, it's now on fire.
Hooray.
Alright, after Jebble, Lair.
I am going to.
Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost.
Yeah.
You called it, right?
25.
25 is gonna hit.
I like having advantage. 7 cold damage.
7 cold damage gets reduced to 3.
Next to one less.
1, 2. Okay. Then it's back to Vendar.
Oh my.
Finish it, then die.
This one guy just taking
That's
on the
a
whole
DVM.
team.
I will see if I can finish him off.
Go to sleep.
Finish it.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people who need to go to sleep.
It's a 21 to hit.
21 will hit. Sneak attack is good.
magical piercing damage.
Do it the way. I couldn't hear
29. 29 magical piercing damage. 29
Alright.
magical piercing damage.
Remember to say it twice. If it didn't work. Alright. You kill him. Boom! Your arrow rips through him, and he crumbles into a useless burning pile of fabric and bones on the floor. And we will pick up next time to figure out what the hell this tunnel is all about.
And try to get Kubriel across the barrier one more time.
Oh, you wish that's what they sounded like. Jesus.
To be fair, I forgot to account for Raiken's saving throw, so she technically got an 11, but I was like, well, I'm gonna play this out because I like it.
Mean. Alright, good job. Let's call that 300 experience all around. Make it nice and even.
300.
300s.
Alright, I guess.
I got utterly destroyed.
Yes, you did. Alright, I'm gonna go so that we can make sure we're ready for me getting the Phillip out of here. So I will see you all later, and let our people across the pond go to sleep.
Bye.
Yes, and I think.
Good night.
Alright.
Good night.
Hi.
I love him.
Uncle?
Yeah.
Uncle's great.
He was having a really bad night. Secret tunnel, you motherfucker.
I regret nothing. I lived as human dead free. As soon as happened that, you worship me as though it were a gun.
Through the mountain.
Laptop. I
Yeah.
couldn't plug it in because the air conditioner.
Oh no. Thank you for keeping the air con- Motherfucking D8! Get in there, you son of a bitch.
Oh, she stuck her leg out again.
But she brought it in because I went to pet her and she didn't like that.
It's just, there has to be another place to sit, can't
No,
you? Like half off of the chair.
it's the drama leg. And she is nothing if not dramatic.
Did you turn off the stream?
Nope. Thank you for reminding me. Good night, stream.